morning, everybody. How y'all doing? It's been a couple of days. I'm sorry. Listen, I had a busy week. Turns out, kind of hitting the ground running and going straight back into streaming at the office. Took a little bit more out of me than I thought it would, but I'm back. We're happy. We did a bunch of filming yesterday. I don't know if y'all heard, but a man by the name of Gavin Verhey was in town this weekend. So I was spending yesterday and Friday all day filming days, all day doing stuff. We used every part of the Gavin Verhey to make a whole bunch of content. So very excited for y'all to see. There may or may not be a Hey Deck This Out in the future coming your way. So yeah, a lot of really fun stuff. It was the cube was really sick too. Yeah, all in all, it was a really good time. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. And now I'm back. I've been kind of in this weird zone right now mentally where I don't know what games I want to play right now. I was like, oh, I could like stream me trying to get fucking mega floette because I still haven't done that. But I'm like, oh, but then I got to stream me grinding in ZA. Then I was like, oh, I could, I don't know. Basically, I've been at a little bit of a loss right now. I've been at a little bit of a loss of what games I want to play. But then I was like, you know what I have been doing that I've just been having a lot of fun with? I've just been playing a lot of Champions. I know that people are kind of like medium on it. And like, they're like, oh, the meta's kind of stale and whatnot. I'm like, usually I'm that person too. Usually I'm just like, ugh. Oh, let me guess. You said no make a Charizard. There's a Garchomp, and maybe you're using Mega Floette or whatever. But I've actually been really enjoying the scarcity meta, as this is kind of being like known as, which is like there's not that many Pokemon. There's like 140, and like not that many different kinds of items and stuff like that. But it's actually causing people to like sort of like rotate through mons, which is really cool, dude. The biggest tournament that like what happened most recently, it's like 180. Yeah. A fucking Ariados was on the tournament winning team, which is wild. And it's just like, it's like the stealth meta pick, you know? It's like it's like when the Pachirisu team won, right? It's like knowledge of the meta and what people are doing causes you to be able to like be like, oh, you know, this Pokemon's really good. Like, for example, everybody is so annoyed. I feel like everybody's like, yeah, here comes Sneasler, which has busted Weavile out of retirement because Weavile is a faster fake out user than Sneasler. So now you can fake out the Sneaslers with Weavile and use like triple axle into all the dragons that are running around. So it's just like, it's super neat. Is this the first time Ariados has been competitively relevant? Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe it saw a little bit of play. Basically, it's the combination of the fact that String Shot, yes, String Shot is a spread move that is speed control, reduces speed. Motherfucking String Shot, Ariados learns Rage Powder, so it can do redirection, and has just like a whole plethora of really like sort of interesting stuff. Yeah, counter meta is the meta, and it's just like this constant loop. People have figured out a way to beat Mega Floette, so Sylveon is starting to become really popular. Fucking Hyper Beam, Quick Attack, Sylveon with Pixelate. Dude, it's wacky out here. And so because of that, I've been having just like an absolute blast doing all kinds of funky things. It got to the point where I was doing so much brewing, I was like, you know what? I will throw $6 and get the big box and extra VP options and stuff like that. And so I've been doing a lot of brewing. I was trying for a while to use Tangled Feet Mr. Rhyme. And when it works, it's hilarious. When it doesn't, you feel like a dumbass. If you're not familiar, Tangled Feet is a ability that a couple Pokemon get, including Pidgeot, if you're too afraid of Mr. Rhyme. That when they're confused, their evasion goes up. So you can use things like what I've been using, which is Teeter Dance Serena. Motherfucking Teeter Dance Serena to confuse everything. And it has the added benefit of Serena makes it so your team can't get faked out. And then I just start blasting with blizzards as I send out something with like snow warning. And I have this like super evasive Mr. Rhyme. You can also use Prankster boosted Flatter Sableye, which is extra stupid. So, yeah. It's been fun. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to hang out, make some fun teams and stuff like that. I've got one team for today. Hold on one sec. I locked Remy in the room by accident. And that's what we're going to do. There's going to be a lot of losses probably today, but we're just vibing. I think it'll be fun. Hi, Before Damage. Hope the weekend is going well and that you're better. Yeah, I've been I'll level with y'all. I've been kind of a little bit of a mess mentally lately, but I think it's just, it's like when you gotta get outside and do stuff, and your brain is like, oh, I don't know. But then it's like the moment I hit the start streaming button and I'm hanging out with all y'all, I'm like, I feel better. Why was I afraid? Streb, thank you so much for the 5-monther. Welcome back. Kaiju, thank you so much for 34 months. More champions, hell yeah. And True Phantom Angel, welcome back, Ben. Excited to see some champions action. Yeah. Are we scary? No, I'm like, it's that internal battle of, am I actually entertaining? There's been like, it's the eternal battle of like, maybe it's time for me to hang it up and go become like a editor full time. It helps. I appreciate you for vibes and content. Hell yeah. I appreciate that. Speaking of entertaining, if you haven't checked it out, really recommend you checking out the Camp Cardboard MTG party game rally dealio that we posted on the Lure channel yesterday. That was a group collaboration, partially my suggestion of, hey, what if we don't play Magic for a day? What if we don't record yet another Commander game? And folks are like super into it, which was great. And so yeah, we ended up spending that was the thing that I think I mentioned before, that was like we spent all day filming this one kind of thing. And it was really fun. We were like, Graham and I were talking yesterday and we're like, I don't know if it's gonna do well, because sometimes I think a lot of people just want to watch Magic, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But we were like, yeah, try something different. Monikers was funny. He's gay will forever be my Zarek moniker. Yeah. He's gay. I mean, with all due respect, some of your content creator friends, but there are several videos I've only watched of theirs because you are in them. That means a lot, friend. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, it's a weird one. It's a weird gig I got. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here about to play Pokemon with y'all. And what's better than that? That's kind of the dream. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Speaking of, happy Mother's Day for all you mothers and mother lovers out there, people who maybe still have good relationships with their parental units or are a parental unit. You know, happy Mother's Day to y'all. For those of you who maybe, you know, you're like me, you got some tough mother issues. I see you. You're great. And I imagine there's probably someone in your life who you can say that to, and you know, like I've got a lot of friends who are moms, you know, and so that's I do think that it's, you know, worth acknowledging what they do and stuff. So, oh, that's great before damage. I mean, not great about the hospital portion, but you know what I'm saying. Not to be crude, but hugs to the rest of the dead mom crew. No, that makes sense too. There's people who are like, people with mothers who have passed away / people whose mothers like took off, clasping hands. I mean, I've talked about it before, but it's like I'm always that person that's just like, being a parent doesn't, in my opinion, guarantee that you just like instantly deserve, you know, appreciation for being a parent. You know, you gotta earn that title. That's where I'm at. Went out to the local diner for Mother's Day breakfast for sending my partner out to the airport for a birthday cruise. Yo, that sounds sick, Keith. Birthday cruise. So I went on a cruise once. Ones of times I've been on a cruise. It was with my family, my extended family. I had a grandmother who was very well off, and so she took the family on a cruise, and I was at like, oh, hi, glitched cat. I was the wrong age for it. I was 14, 15. So I was like not old enough to drink, but like too old for like the stuff designed for kids on the cruise. I was in the angsty teen zone. Yeah, that was just the wrong age for it. It was still very cool. I remember seeing a lot of really fun shows and eating a lot of good food. What's the right age? I think either super young or I don't even know if I'd want to go on a cruise now. It'd have to be the right kind of cruise. Like, I've always wanted to go on the Joko cruise. That sounds like it'd be really fun. I think the Joko cruise would be something that, like, I would vibe on a lot more. But I don't know. A general cruise is like a tough... I feel like I'd run into too many people I would hate. Hot take, I'll skip the plague ships. That's fair. I mean, I go to a lot of conventions. I didn't actually even get sick early after Vegas, which is surprising. Vegas is usually the one that gets my ass. The JoJo cruise, that would also be very cool. Now, the Jonathan Coulton cruise. If you're unfamiliar, Jonathan Coulton is a musical artist. Known for many things, but I think most people probably know him as the dude who wrote the song for Portal. That's probably the thing that most people know him as. But I was actually a massive Jonathan Coulton fan growing up. He was the right kind of comedy music that I appreciated. I was like, I enjoyed the Arrogant Worms and, you know, the Moxie Frivoluses and stuff like that of the era, but like I liked Jonathan Coulton's sort of way of doing it the most. He was a little bit of an inspiration for me early on because he had a series of albums called Thing a Day or Thing a Week. Sorry, Thing a Day would be crazy. Thing a Week, where each album was composed of song. He challenged himself to write an entire song every week. He And it was just really cool. He's like, what if I just do if I write a song every single week, put that on an album, and some were bangers, some were not, but he still put them out, and there was a lot of really good ones. And it was an added benefit that as a World of Warcraft / Machinima watcher, there was a Machinima animator who would then take a lot of Jonathan Colton songs and make music videos out of them, machinimaing World of Warcraft characters. And it was like the perfect intersection of my interests at the time. Probably the most popular one was Code Monkey. And it was just like, it was one of the, like the gorillas that you'll see in Stranglethorn. That's how I watched these two. That's how I learned about Joko. Yeah. I don't even play WoW, but I watched all of those. Yeah. There's also just like a lot of really good, the writing of a lot of the songs is just really, really strong. And so, some of them probably haven't like aged amazingly. But for the most part, I think it's fine. Even like Tom Cruise Crazy is like, it was like pretty topical at the time, and to this day you're just like, all right. You also watched Code Monkeys the show. There you go. My wife and I's first dance to her wedding was I'm Your Moon. That's awesome. That's a good ass song too. That's a very good choice. I think Nicole and I have talked about I could play it. So Nicole and I are really big fans of a band called Pup. We love Pup. It's whenever they are around in the Pacific Northwest, we always go see them. We refer to them as the boys, and we go see the boys all the time. And we've talked about many times, like, so I'm the kind of person, and fortunately so is Nicole, that like we are acknowledging that at some point we will get engaged. At some point. Turns out rings and weddings are very expensive, but we're like, we know this is gonna happen. So we always talk about stuff like this. And we were just like, we talked about, what would be our first song or whatever. And then Pup's album came out last year. And there's a song on it called Hunger for Death. And we were just like, and it's like one of our favorite songs on the album. We sing it together all the time. But we're like, I don't know if we could have this as our first dance song. Because I feel like it would upset some of the older folks, which is like, who gives a shit? But it's just listen to the first couple of lyrics here.
Fuck everyone on this planet except for you. Except for you. I've been on a rampage. Whatever's wrong with my heart must be wrong with yours too. You've been feeling satanic, like why bother with God? He don't bother with you. So fuck everyone on this planet
except for you.
And even so, I wanna know how you explain all that violence still running through your veins. And I wanna know the truth.
And then anyway, so we've joked about that a number of times. Because then, hold on, because then what we would get to do, hold on, is then turn around and go, wait, hold on.
Fuck everyone in this venue, especially me. Oh, especially.
So you get to turn around and say, fuck everyone in this venue. On and awful. Thank you so much for 63 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Ben, you're only selling us on this plan? That's what I'm saying. You would understand us. That may be a lot. Yeah. Yeah. There's a bunch of our friends, specifically, if you're familiar with Lily, Lily and Jarrett, good friends of ours. They're also big pup fans. That were just like, I know that they would appreciate this. Basically, if you know our horse shit, you'll be fine with it. But we're just like, you know, I think it'd be funny, but maybe we're supposed to like, Jesus, maybe we're supposed to like, you know, play it a little bit more chill than that. This is why I love Real Big Fish. I introduced Abby to a bunch of songs and lines like "fuck you, fuck them." I was a big Real Fish. Shocking, shocking that me. I look like a guy that enjoys Real Big Fish. I feel like if you were defining someone who listens to a lot of ska. I would go in the dictionary description of this. Hi, Night Villian. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I can picture you having black and white checkerboard drawn on your shoes. I never went that far, but I was also like not a big Vans wearer, which is funny because it's like all I wear now. But specifically, the slip-ons were the big thing back then. I was never really a Vans wearer. What was I? I was a Converse kid. I was a Converse kid. I was the kid that when everybody wanted to go outside, it took me an extra like 5 minutes because, you know, they take forever to put on. Hi, Wolfie. Good morning. But like eventually I stopped wearing them because A, they take forever to put on, and B, they're just so, I do a lot of walking. I do a lot of hiking outside and stuff like that. And I needed something with a little more ankle support. You know what I'm saying? I am a Converse kid, still a Converse kid. Yeah. What's your situation? I just wear typical traditional Vans these days. Not necessarily ankle supporty, but like non-slip-on Vans. Like, yeah, if you type in Vans, literally the first thing that shows up. Like these, your bog standard Vans. I just wear these and I cycle through them. Usually what I go for these days. They're just easy. They're freaking everywhere. Shoes are one of those things that unfortunately I am too hard on my shoes to like go super high end. I will say the made for makers Vans are really nice. Sick. Yeah, I'm way too tough on my shoes. For a while, the local Baggins in town, they stocked wide foot versions of those. And that was really nice. I got wide feet. Is Serge a checkered Vans person? Serge alternates between Converse and what does Serge wear? It's like Converse and like a regular like sneaker. Yeah, the wide foot boys. Yeah, big time. They don't have them anymore locally. The Baggins went out of business. Yeah, even an expensive shoe store in town couldn't make it in the Victoria downtown. That's how whack it is here. Got the extra wide feet, not even regular wides fit you? Whoa. Keith Ula just got big like hooves. Just gonna start putting horseshoes on the bottom of your feet. Yeah, I'm a size like 10 and a half. 10 and a half wide is like my go-to shoe size. But there was like a period of time where I wanted to like, you know, get like fancy shoes and stuff like that. But I'm the kind of person that is, I'm not, I get lost in my own world when I'm walking around. So I'll just like step into puddles and stuff. I'm not kind to my shoes. So they last me, and I only really ever usually have one pair at a time. I'll have like the shoes I wear all the time. I have a pair of hiking shoes that are also, you know, beat up a lot, but that's like what they're for. And then I have nice shoes. I've got my dress shoes, and that's it. That's all I have. Oh, that's not true. I have a pair of Crocs. I was never a Crocs person, but then a friend of mine bought them for me for a Valentine's gift. She was like, I love these, and I want all my friends to have them. So she bought Crocs for everybody, including little gibbets. Is that what they're called? That, like, you know, there was a bunch of nerdy video game ones on mine, and they're really comfy. They're very nice for going downstairs and taking your dog to pee, you know? Crocs make me mad because they're very comfortable. Yeah. Did you get the MTG Crocs? I thought about it, but I didn't. I could have. I had the hookup. Olivia bought like a big chunk of them. She bought a lot of them. She's MTG Crocs specking right now. Crocs for a Valentine gift? What flag is that? I think it was just like, I love you all, and I want my friends to be comfortable. So I bought these Crocs for everybody. That was basically it. I am indebted to the fact that there are places that do femme shoes in large sizes here. That's nice, yeah. I know like Adam has to buy his shoes special. He's got to order them online, which is a tough, you know, biz to be in. My brother was a Heelys enjoyer. Y'all remember Heelys? Apparently they've kind of gone back to the drawing board on that, and now there's like they're like hover shoes or something like that. Like they have like ball bearings in the bottom or something that are like small enough that it looks like they're just sort of like floating, but like, I don't know. I don't even know what they're called, but I've seen people walking around on like shoes that like allow them to like sort of glide or whatever. And it's very impressive looking. They look cool, but I'm like, this is just new generation Heelys. Sounds like a way to break your ankle. I remember the day my brother got his pair of Heelys, and they were new enough that at that point, and God, I could not imagine working in a shoe store during this time, that the employee then had to take you outside the store and give you a tutorial on how to use them. And then once they had like given you the tutorial, the onus of the liability of like hurting themselves, of you hurting yourself, was out of their hands, which was super funny. So you had to like, yeah, they had to give you like a little like, this is how you do it. You lift your back foot a little or whatever. Yeah, so I remember being in West Edmonton Mall, at the time, the biggest mall in Canada. It might still be. Certainly the yellowest mall in America, or in Canada at this point. Yeah, he was going up and down on the hallways on them. It was never I was like, they were heavy. You could hear when people walked around. It's like, what if you just walked around with roller skates at all times? It's like clunk, 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 clunk. It was not a good situation at all. But it was, you know, very similar to like Moon shoes or any of those weird, you know, funky ideas that happened. They were just impossibly of the time. My clumsy ass couldn't do Heelys. Yeah, I never had the interest, but I think I was too old for them at the time. I think when Heelys came out, I would have been in like my mid to late teens, and maybe that was the demographic, but I just was not for me, man. I was a Converse kid. I was a punk kid. That was where I lay. I do remember somebody mentioned the shoes that had the rail grinders on them. That also funny. They're just like, hey, you don't want to rollerblade, you don't want to skateboard. Here, now you can grind with your shoes. I was a rollerblader, shocking nobody, but I was also a hockey kid, so they kind of went hand in hand. But everybody made fun of rollerblading at the time. I was just like, I don't know, man. I don't want to use a bike. This is a little bit more physically, you know, active. I didn't want to skateboard, although I knew how to. I longboarded for a number of years too. The problem was I found longboards were infinitely more breakable than just attaching some skates to your feet. Ugh. I had a pair of Timberland shoes and they were so comfortable that I bought a second pair just in case these worn out. Yeah, sometimes like if like I'm at that point now where if there's like a 2-for-1 deal on the Vans, I'm like, yeah, give me them. I'll buy 3 pairs of shoes. I don't care. Is there a brand that took over the industry harder than the rollerblade? I mean, yeah, I guess they kind of like owned that space. There was also like a couple of roller rinks in town that I used to go to too, with friends. I didn't go to the roller rink alone. But like I don't know. There's something about skating around in a circle listening to like 80s disco that you're just like, yeah, all right. This is kind of tight. I'm into this. I don't know what the roller rink industry is like these days. You can never skate? As a Canadian, it was it's like it's the law. I was forced as a child. You have to know, even more so than riding a bike. I'm sure there's sufficient squares to support roller rinks. I mean, I know that the derby, like the derby scene is still going. Card Captors continues to make me wish I had the balance to rollerblade around. I mean, it just you get the balance. That's the tough part. It's just like riding a bike. I think anybody can do it. It's just you gotta fall down a bunch, you know? I can never skate or any of those sports. I've had such bad balance. It's amazing to watch. Yeah, I do think that you get there, but it's like any skill, you know? It really, like, I haven't skated in years. But I could, skating really is like riding a bike. Eventually, like, if you know how to do it, you step out onto the thing and you'll just, you know, the muscle memory is there. But it's a hard ask, especially if you're older, you know, to fall down a bunch, right? Some people can't fall down a bunch. Like you just can't. And I get that. So no disrespect there. If you have inner ear issues, your balance can be completely wrecked. That's true. Yeah. I might be somebody with inner ear issues, though. You know what I'm saying? Not to like, listen. I don't think you meant to like ear-splain me. Yeah. Ben, have you considered not having fucked up hearing? Well, I thought about it. Depending on who you ask, it's somebody's fault. Specifically, my parents. My grandpa decided to learn how to ice skate at 80 something on Christmas Eve, fell, walked off the ice, turns out he broke his hip. Yeah, hurts. Yeah. That's why I think most people are like, if you can, teach your kids young. I remember hating my dad. My dad taught me how to ride a bike. Hated him. I was like, I'm never gonna ride a bike. When will I ever ride a bike? I'll just not ride bikes. Because I hurt myself bad, dude. You know, I'm really glad he did. Because I bike every single day. And I love it. I love it, man. Ran to a pole while trying to learn to ride a bike. Yeah, it's ouchies. Big ouchies. But yeah, and then, you know, I played hockey for 10 years. You better believe, you know, I see old videos that my mom kept of, you know, my brother and I playing, and it ain't pretty. It's a lot of falling, man. Kids bounce, bend, and heal so much. That's the thing, right? And so that's why it's just like, because you learn early, and then you got it. I didn't bike a lot I didn't bike a lot in my teens. I didn't bike a lot in my early 20s either. In fact, I didn't really start biking again until like 6 years ago. If that. And you just remember how to do it, you know? Have you seen the new training bikes kids have these days? No training wheels or pedals. They push themselves around their feet. Yeah. My nephew got one of those. I mean, apparently it's quite good for teaching them. I do think, like, I don't know, training wheels, I would agree. I imagine don't really teach much. But, like, I mean, I guess they teach you steering and stuff, but they kind of allow you to become a little bit too reliant. So if you kind of learn steering with these, like, push bikes, I imagine that could be a little bit better. Listen, I feel like that's designed by somebody who has done the research on kids that I just don't have that knowledge. So on the outside, you can be like, that seems weird, but it's like, no, the science is there. They're supposed to catch, not support. Oh. See, I feel like every training wheels ever that I've ever seen used, they're always like essentially turning it into a tricycle. You're supposed to jack up the training wheel more and more until they're not touching the ground at all. Had no idea. Had no idea. One of the things I've always found the most difficult with bikes is not sliding off the seat. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's a big that's a big part of it too, for sure. Technology's improved since the 90s. We've come so far. We've come so far. Look at us. Now I'm turning 34 this year. I'm almost in my, I guess, 34 is probably mid-30s, right? I think I would quantify that. I'm out of my early 30s, gonna be into my mid-30s. Turning 35 this year, I don't believe it. It is sort of wild. We do be growing up. But, like, I don't feel old. I like to joke about it because I don't feel old at all. I mean, you know, I feel old in the sense that, like, I can see my body, like, hurting in spots that it didn't hurt before, but, like, that's more like neglect than necessarily age. A lot of 35ers, hell yeah. Just had your 35th birthday this week, officially in early middle age now. There you go. Viewer figures out he's 10 years older than his streamer. I mean, who was I watching the other day? Fuck, I can't remember. But I discovered that they were like 27 or so. And I was just like, I think the first time I had that realization where I'm like, oh, yeah, it's perfectly fine to watch somebody younger than you. It was like watching hockey players, you know? I think when I was 21 was the year that Nugent Hopkins got signed to the Oilers. And I remember being like, damn, there are people younger than me out there doing shit, being successful, and I'm watching them do the thing, right? Yeah, it was, I was just like, oh, it's all relative. Who gives a shit, you know?
Oh, it's Doduo.
Yo, Gas City Gaming, thank you very, very much for the 70 months. You're now 2 birds on 1 body. Congratulations. Speaking of, I added a bunch more. Yesterday, not yesterday, Friday, in between filming, I found a way to remote back into my workspace at home. And I added like 50. So, there are more. I've almost gotten all 151 on the thing. How many are there? I've put in about, I think there's about 100. But there's 151 in total to do. And then there are also voice lines for Gen 2 that I could slowly start working on. Gotta catch a statistically larger proportion of the ball. Yeah. There's some new goofy ones in there. I'm sorry, but one of you's eventually gonna become a Jinx. It's just gonna happen, and you're gonna have to accept that. I was going through and making them the cry for Jinx. Holy crap, I forgot how just ear-shattering it is. So I like turned it down quite a bit. But it's like, and I'm like, oh god, I hate this. So I was just watching the Loading Ready live bit where people were doing 9/11 and I was going, ooh, jeez. There you go. There's a new one. That one wasn't in there earlier. Now you're a cute little sand shrew. Congratulations, Mel. That's a good get. Thank you. Where people were, the Loading Ready live bit about where people were during 9/11, and I was going, I was a month from being born. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yes, I said people were doing shit. Don't clip it. I remember where I was because that was a big moment. I was quite young. I was like, I can't remember, but I was in the back of my mom's car. She was driving my brother and I, and we were listening to the radio, and they were doing they were talking about what it was in the radio. My mom was like, this is going to be a big deal. You gotta listen up. And I think I was 5. I can't remember how old I would have been, but yeah, it was wild. Very, very wild. Okay, real quick. I want to do the dulls, and then we're going to play some Pokemon today. Sound good? Sound good? I want to play some Pokemons. Still vividly remember watching the second play. Yeah, it's wild. It's interesting to say that we live in even. Oh no, that's not a good sign for your boy Ben. Oh no. Oh no. 4 guesses is the best. Oh boy. Okay. I think this one's gonna kick my ass, dude. All right. I can roll with Grath. We can do this. So doable. All right, let's go for it. We're bringing Bug Horse in. Okay, newer than Bug Horse. I'm gonna guess we're going all the way up to Paradox Mons. So we're gonna get crazy with it, and I'm just gonna go. Sandy Shocks, I guess, could be considered black. I don't think so. It is fully evolved. Let's do Sandy Shocks. Why not? Okay, all right. Not as far as Gen 9. So maybe we'll go into Gen 7. It is a stage 1er that is fully evolved that is considered black. Okay, good to know. All right. Something from Gen 7. What about Comfey? Okay, so it's Gen 8. We're in Gen 8. We're in yeah, and it's not a monotype, so it's multiple types, and it is a 1-stager from Gen 8. I'm thinking what about yeah, oh, it is partly green. That's actually a huge get. Okay, partly green, and it's a 1-stager. Oh, I bet you. Is it fucking is it Dracozolt or one of these nerds? Let's go Dracovish. Ooh, no. But we're in the right zone. Okay, it's not unknown. Okay. Damn, not water, dragon, fairy, electric, ground, bug, poison. It could be Urshifu? No, because it's partly green. Oh, is it this idiot? God, I hate this Pokemon. I wouldn't go as far as to say Calyrex is my least favorite, but I really don't like Calyrex. I don't know why. This guy just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, onion head over here. All right, 9th. I'll take it. Not bad. Weirdly, I like Calyrex. I like Calyrex when it's on a horse. but I think I might just like horses. How are you, Grath? Okay, yeah, started with the Excadrill. I know that that's your secret tech. Wow, and then you got to Gen 8 right away. Very nice. And then, yeah, you got the Indeedee. Nice. Nicely done. Well done, well done. It's like one of those legendaries where we actually spent time and got to talk to you about. That's fair. You get to interact with it a lot more. Maybe that's why I enjoy Ogerpon so much. I really like Ogerpon, but I wish like I got to do more with it. But I think I like the different masks and all that jazz. It's also just like super cute. Yeah, Ogerpon's a good one. Hey, that is it's Iron Justice or whatever. What's the fucking what's the Cabalion one? Crown, thank you. You can tell I'm a Scarlet player. Blank rides warm southern winds to fly across the sea to foreign lands. This Pokemon descends to the ground when it encounters cold air while it's floating. It sounds like a Comfey or like a Flabébé-esque thing. Is it like... Nope. It is grass flying. Oh, this is like Jumpluff. There it is. Got there. All right, last one. Hi, Cloth. I like Cloth. Cloth, though, to me, this Pokemon needs an evolution. I actually think the fact that this is a single stager is kind of a crime. I like Cloth. Either this needs to be the final evolution, or it needs a and it needs like a pre-evolution, or it needs to be able to evolve something. I think Cloth is really cute, and I'd love to see more with this. Play both Scarlet and Violet by now, and I do think I like Scarlet better. I like Scarlet because I think the Paradox Pokemon thing is a lot more... I don't want to say likely, but just like, I think I can buy into the idea of prehistoric Pokemon more than I can buy into the idea of a widespread of wild robotic Pokemon. You know, like the Iron Jugulus thing of like, Iron Jugulus exists basically because a Hydreigon fucked a robot. The naming scheme on the robot Pokemon is so bad. Yeah, Iron whatever. The past Paradox Pokemon are much better designed. Yeah, I mean, there are some misses. I don't disagree that Sandy Shocks is goofy as fuck. It is kind of a weird one. But Hydra did what? What? Yeah. The Pokedex entry is that Iron Jugulus became a thing because a Hydreigon fell in love with a robot. And then that happened. Very strange. Dino Mommy over Future Daddy. It does help, you know, that the Scarlet Professor is yep. Also, I think I just like Koraidon more than Miraidon as well. But again, it might just purely be because I played Scarlet. But Miraidon and the AI plotline makes more sense in Violet. That is fair. I would agree with that. Yeah. Scarlet Paradoxes are at least interesting. The most interesting from Violet is Iron Valiant. That's true. It's a good one. Hey, there's a new one. Morbus, thank you very much for 74 months. Meowdy people, there's no such thing as bad megas, just misunderstood ones. That's where we're kind of going today. Although Mega Glalie does scare me. All right, let's do our scran. It's time for some food. We got some barbecue bacon loaded fries. Those look really good. $9.26 for that. Honestly reasonable. Versus the double cheeseburger with sausage and bacon. Whew. England with the melted cheese on both. Very proud of you. Now, this isn't poutine. We ain't got no cheese curds here. I think this looks really good, but I'm going to be a little bit controversial here. I think this is a not great burger bun. Not a fan of this bun. This is some dry. This is going to be a dry bun. The only reason that this might be a little wet is because it'll be greasy. So I think I'm going to go left because I can eat it with a fork. Yeah. We'll go left. I honestly like Iron Treads. Iron Treads is cool, but I feel like Iron Tusk or Great Tusk is better for that. Also is a thing where they get two. I don't know why Dawn Fan is so like is so hot right now, but the fact that Dawn Fan got two versions is very funny to me. All right, potato wedges in a coffee cup, horrifying. Versus we've seen the slider dog before. Hot dog. The fact that it's like I could condone the Fruit Loops, but the fact that there's also mac and cheese and crispy onions in this mix, that's jail. This at least is like, these are just bad looking potato wedges. The shit is the Fruit Loops doing in there. People like to throw cereal on savory foods. I've seen it a lot. This is not uncommon to me. It doesn't happen all the time. It's still weird when I see it, but I've seen like Lucky Charms thrown on a burger, you know? People are weird. We're going left. Fish free for Martin Odegaard, the man of the match. I assume he won some sort of tennis and now he gets a big ass fish. I think we've seen this one before. Oh, the Glazilla. Wait, was this at VTuber night? I know that a couple of baseball arenas have started using having VTubers like come on in and like do like advertisements and stuff like that, which is hilarious to me. The Glazilla is a 23-inch, 1 pound all beef dog for $67. Yeah, the Dodgers. That's the team that's big on it. $70 hot dog versus free fish, but that you're not getting. Also, the poor fish. It's a lot of dog. $70 is insane. I don't know. I have this is hard. Do you think people care about price? Usually they don't, but I don't know. I'm gonna go right. All right. People really don't want the fish. Oh, hot dog cut in half. You know, I almost prefer this more. You get a bun that's slightly too big for the hot dog. You put the two hot dogs side by side. Or if the hot dog's too big, you chop it in half. And you put those hot dogs side by side. That seems good. Seems like it's going to roll away on you. Versus a barely cooked, I assume this is supposed to be a cheese. Or maybe it's a margarita. It is a sad looking pizza, but it's like, we've seen some bad pizza on here. And it's $14. It seems like you're getting a decent amount, although I don't know. This is hard to tell. It's a lot of slices for a personal, so I think this is like a decent sized pizza. No green equals not margarita. That's fair. I'll go right. Nachos with jalapeno salsa and the option of cheese, which it looks like they went for. Nachos with a fork is crazy. How are you going to do that? How is that going to work? What are you doing? That doesn't work like that. Spring rolls and bean sprouts. Whoa. And they're like in like a gravy. Also just, what if, you know, when they ask for like chives and or green onions, you kind of expect it to be like chopped up. They just gave you the whole green onion, like root and all. I think I'd still go right. It's $1. Yeah, dude. It's $1 for 2 massive spring rolls. Tempura with a beer. Is that tempura? It kind of looks, I guess. It looks like takoyaki, which is like, I guess you could say that it's like tempura. Versus the beef brisket and potato pie in a buttery pastry. That looks like a wet pie, dude. 14 bucks. And you get like the beer and that. That's not awful. I could go either way on this one. I think between these two, I'd probably go left. But people really don't like octopus balls. And to be fair, the photo isn't very appealing on this one. I think it might be pie. Yeah, I think we're in the right direction here. Yeah. People don't like the tempura balls. Chicken sandwich with shoestring potatoes with popcorn and a chicha morada for $15. We're seeing a lot of countries we don't normally see here, by the way. I'm covering them right now, are these ones, but... Oh. I believe that's Persia? Or Peru? Ah, okay. All right, chicken sandwich versus the cottage pie. I think we've seen this cottage pie before. It's looking pretty burnt. I'm also like, I don't want pie crust on cottage pie. It doesn't need pie crust. It's kind of weird. But all the stuff on the left is like weird pre-packaged stuff. Persia hasn't been a country for a long time. Sick. Is that pie crust or charred potato? I mean, on the top, that's charred potato. That's fine. Sometimes I like a little bit of a crunchy top on the pie. But the pie crust on the outside, that's a pie crust. And typically, you don't have that on cottage pie. I think I'm going right, shockingly. We're getting some odd pie wins today. Sausage roll, $9.26. I mean, this looks like a perfectly fine pie. But once again, we got Seattle Din Tai Fung. And if you've never been, it is one of the places that I would recommend you go to if you ever visit Seattle. DTF, baby. It's a 10 out of 10. Normal hot dog with ketchup and mustard. That's looking like some like honey mustard. Oh, that's so much peas, dude. That's so much. That's a crazy amount. Holy crap. I thought that was guac. Just really unseasoned guac. Oh my god, with brown sauce. We're going hot dog, dude. Get this out of here. Ugh. Oh man, I miss this. Okay, I feel like I've mentioned this so much, but this is kind of what you'd get at Cenote. You know, when we talk when Lur talks about hot dog basement, this is what we were getting. It was a hot dog shoved in a baguette. It usually wouldn't stick out this far, but then they would stuff all kinds of things in there. So usually I would get like the German dog, so it would be like stuffed with sauerkraut and stuff. Oh, it was so good. It was one of the reasons that I moved. Now they don't do it. They stopped doing hot dogs. It's so sad. So I really enjoyed those. Pie with mashed peas and gravy and a midri. It's kind of beer, I assume. The pie looks horrible. I think this looks... I love this. I love this. It's a wiglet. Yo, true. Mixed barbecue with a beer. Okay, 25 bucks is a little much, especially for that weenie ass corn. Some dry looking barbecue. Versus smoked salmon bagel with lemon and dill, cream cheese, cucumber, and watercress and a pint. So, I would actually be super into the right side. That's a lot of poppy seeds. I'm not a cucumber fan. So I'd have to lose that. But I'm kind of feeling right. But I think more people are going to enjoy the barbecue stuff on the left. But I love a lox bagel, man. I think we're going left. Yeah. There we go. He remains the champion. 10 out of 10 on a 7.5 day? Dude, I'm killing it. I'm a gamer, man. Holy crap. We doing it. Easy. Oh. I'm smuggling in food for those prices? Yeah. That's probably the way to go. Oh, all right. Phantom also hates cucumber, and seriously, I don't understand y'all. It's a smell. For whatever reason, the smell of cucumber really does me in. I'm the kind of person that if a food smell irks me, I just live with it. I didn't know there was a smell. Yeah, there's a strong cucumber smell. Yeah, there's a smell. There's a distinct scent for it. It doesn't, but like I don't make my food problems other people's problems, you know? And I'm, for the most part, not a picky eater. There's just a couple. And like even then, I will, if like, you know, because like a lot of sushi rolls will have cucumber in it, I'll eat the cucumber. If it's easy, because like if they've diced it up enough that it's quite small, I don't worry about it. If it's a single chunk, I'll go boop and poke it out. But yeah, I guess there's an earthy smell. So a lot of the times I hear when people talk about cucumber, they're like, there's no taste and it doesn't have like a smell. But then I'm like, but then why are we making cucumber water all the time? You know? There's clearly a freshness taste or that people like associate with it. Yeah. Fuck if I know, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it absolutely has a taste and a smell. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. Earthy, watery, almost like a spoiled smell. I think I'd agree with you there, Streb. It smells and tastes like some freshy, greeny thing. Yeah, yeah. It absolutely does have a taste. And a smell. Which it's not for me. But like, I don't think that there's many food that I don't think there's any food that if I had to eat it, I wouldn't. I'm an adult and I'll just eat food if it's put in me because my distaste for food waste outweighs my like picky things, you know? But a thing that I learned recently, I don't know if I talked about this on stream. So I hate food waste. It really bugs me. But I've discovered that when I go to the States, I have to waste food and I hate it. But the portion sizes at restaurants are so big that if I ate everything, I'd die. I can't keep up with this shit, man. We went to the Pepper Mill in Vegas, and I can't take it home. I'm not home. I can't. I'll take leftovers if I'm staying for multiple days in like a hotel or whatever. But I don't live there, and I can't take the food with me on the plane. I can't like pack up the linguine. Airlines have opinions about bringing leftovers. Yeah. You can actually, if I checked the bag. But like I can't bring it with me. I can't bring food with me through security. Pasta portions in the US are particularly massive. Yeah. It was also just like, yeah, I don't know. At any rate, So it's a thing that I've had to just come to terms with when I'm whenever I'm like going down there. I'm just like, I'll do my best. I eat a little bit more than I'm used to whenever I'm down there. You can though, at least domestically. I've never experienced that. Food is fine in carry-on, just not in customs. Huh, interesting. That's wild to me that food's okay, but I gotta pour out my water bottle. I bring my own snacks all the time. I mean, like, a sealed bag of M&Ms I've never had an issue with. But I just sort of always assume, because they make you pour out their water bottle, that you can't also just, like, bring in a half-eaten thing of, like, curry. But good to know. I don't know. Neat. There you go. All right, well, maybe I'll start doing that. But, God. It's usually what it is there's the meal, and then there's like 70 pounds of fries. And next day fries, when you're traveling, are not great. Day after fries don't hold up well. Day after fries do okay if you've got access to an air fryer. But day after fries is tough. Bring your own air fryer. Well, you know, once we start getting travel-sized ones, I'm there. I'm on vacation right now in Colombia. I took 30 Cliff Bars in my carry-on. Yeah, the sealed stuff I recognize is always, like, I never associated that with being an issue. It's the, like, you know, doggy bag of half a burrito. I wasn't sure if you could actually bring that through carry-on. That's fair. That's fair. It's about 12 years ago, my wife and I bought Powerades for our flight and our carry-ons. Unopened, they forced us to throw them out. Yep. Don't you feel safe? I remember I missed a flight back home because they stopped me because I had stroopwafel in my carry-on that was a gift from somebody. So I missed my flight home. It sucked. I was very unhappy. Yeah, they were like, "What's this?" And like they had to like, they were like, "Oh, what kind of? Where'd you get this from?" And it was just like, it's fucking stroopwafel, man. Relax. But you know, I'm an international smuggler. It's true. Yeah. Here are the delinquents. They have too chemically similar to accelerants. Yep. Too much stroop on my waffles. Exactly. All right, everybody. Shall we play some Pokemans today? Okay. So let's talk about the team that I brought. I built this last night. I've played it nuns of times, but I'm going to explain my thought process with it, and we'll see how she goes. Yeah, with only 2 days or whatever left in the season, it's time to tank my rank. All right, excited to see your brew. I think it'll be all right. I'm kind of pumped for it. I think with this one, it's top left is always the best call here. So, okay. Here's the squad that we're working with today. I really, really like Mega Bannet. I think Mega Bannet is one of the coolest Mega designs of all time. And it's unfortunate that we don't get to see it play more. So today I wanted to experiment with Mega Bannet. If you're unfamiliar, Mega Bannet is super cool. It gets Prankster as its ability, which on its own, sick. The thing is, when it Mega Evolves, it is not tanky. It's not bulky. Instead, it has 165 base attack, I think. It's like 160, 165. So that's insane. And it has Poltergeist now, and Poltergeist is a really, really good move. Especially when you get to kind of couple it with the fact that we get to come in with Frisk, find out what item we're working with on them, if it's going to be something that might go away or not. And then we just get to like bash people with 165 BP Poltergeist. Now, we're pretty slow. So we get to have Sucker Punch, which will annihilate things. I feel like a Sucker Punch from a Mega Bandit on a Basculegion is going to one-hit KO very easily. But then I wanted to take advantage of Prankster. So what a lot of people here are running is an Encore Destiny Bond. Prankster, I think Mega Bandit is like the only one with Prankster and access to Destiny Bond like this. So you get to kind of do this fun little guessing game with people where if you think that they're going to try and go in on your Mega Bandit, you hit Destiny Bond and you get to take something down with you. So usually what you can try and do is at least do a 2-for-1 with Mega Bandit, where it's like you kill something with Sucker Punch or whatever, and then they're like, okay, I got to deal with this Mega Bandit. You hit Destiny Bond. Now, if they are anticipating Destiny Bond and they decide to use like Protect or like a setup move or something like that, then you get to hit them with the Prankster Encore and they're stuck using that, and then you get to do whatever the fuck you want. So yeah, you get to do some real funky things with them. So we're gonna try this. There is a secondary thought that I had where if we're not feeling this, Bandit has access to skill swap, so we could Prankster skill swap for something cool. And give something that maybe would be really cool with Prankster, the ability, and give it to there. Some things that I've seen are like Mega Bandit using Prankster to skill swap with a Slowking, and then Slowking now has Prankster, and it gives the Bandit like Oblivious, where you're immune to confusion, and then the Slowking can use Prankster Swagger onto the Bandit, and you're immune to the confusion. So it's just a ×2 attack bonus, which is like kind of sick. So, but I feel like it's a little gimmicky. So the team that I'm rocking today is trying to utilize Mega Bandit in a funky way while still simultaneously being able to do murders and stuff. So, what's the Farigiraf counter? I mean, Poltergeist will annihilate, and Farigiraf can't do anything. A standard Farigiraf set does literally nothing to Mega Bandit. So here's what we're rocking today. I think this slot would technically be better occupied by a Incineroar, but I'm tired of using Incineroar. So today we're using Weavile. Weavile is really cool because it outspeeds Sneasler. Oh, it is a normal type. Sorry, I guess we can't. Yeah. So then I guess we hit it. Nothing. You can't use it. You can't take out Farigiraf with the. They'll look at each other. So you got other things for it. Anyways, so yeah, this is faster than a Sneasler because nobody is running Choice Scarf Sneasler anymore. Yeah, no, totally, Phoenix. You're absolutely correct. So you're actually able to fake out Sneaslers, which is really, really sick. This is like the fastest fake out user there is. Then you have Knockoff, which deals with a lot of the big problems because Sneasler hits like a freight train. Knockoff will kill a Basculegion, will do a fair chunk of change to Frostlass, if not also kill it. And then you got Triple Axle to deal with the Garchomps, all the dragons that are running Hulkamania on there. So yeah, that's a good way to do it too. Knockoff will also kill a Farigiraf. There you go. I haven't used Garchomp yet. We've seen a lot of Garchomps out there, but there's a new style of Garchomp that I really want to check out, where you actually are Adamant Garchomp, non-choice scarfed, and instead we use Scale Shot, which makes you speedy. You're a speedy little guy. And it's a slightly bulky Garchomp that then gets faster through Scale Shot, and then you can just do the standard like Earthquake Stomping Tantrum package. Yeah, Scale Shot has taken out Dragon Claw purely so that you can have a beefier Garchomp. I'm still not a hundo on the stats here, but we're giving it a go for now. Give him a King's Rock and multiple chances to flinch. Like, we could get rid of, like, Stomping Tantrum could instead be Rock Slide, but we have an Aerodactyl on this team, so I'm kind of doing that. I mean, we could just do Rock Slide strats. That is always an option. For a lot of our rain-based matchups, Big fan of Rotom Wash. I think we could swap Will-O-the-Wisp with just like Thunderbolt if we wanted to, but I wanted to play around with Will-O-the-Wisp today just to kind of give it a go. If we don't like it, we can always take it off. Hydro Pump obviously deals with like the Garchomps, can deal with Charizard, that kind of a thing. Same with Volt Switch. Volt Switch also just gives us that like nice little pivot ability, and you know, you get the added benefit of you can have this stand beside your Garchomp and just Earthquake all day. Who gives a shit, right? This is the kind of questionable thing. So I've got the Focus Sash on Weavile because it's frail as hell. I also really like having Focus Sash on Aerodactyl, but you can't have it on both. So instead, I've decided to keep it on Weavile. I've given Aerodactyl a Lumberry just in case we run into like any sort of like confusion or paralysis kind of strats or whatever. And they're there to be our Tailwind setter. Aerodactyl, one of the best Tailwind setters in the game. This spot could also be a Whimsicott, but I wanted to have something that was able to help us deal with Mega Charizard, as well as Sneasler. So, yeah. I like Aerodactyl. They're fast as shit. Yeah. And then this is also a tankier Aerodactyl, so this will live a lot of shit. We didn't put any I didn't put any points into it, but it is Jolly, so it's just naturally 165, which is going to outspeed most things. Yeah, it's just good. And also Sneasler is like mid on it. And the last one is, yes, you saw it. This is a shiny Sylveon. On to play around. This is our Dragon Checker, amongst other things. We might not need it because we've already got like Weavile. But I wanted to play around with new Sylveon. This is the current build that I think is doing quite well. Hyper Beam for when you absolutely need to kill things. Hyper Voice is going to be your main attack. But then you also get to rock the Quick Attack with Pixelate, which even though we're not a big attacker, it still just does a lot of damage because it's going to be added bonus of plus 20% power. So you've got essentially 60. This is basically so that you just have a priority move. And then you've got your Detect for Protect. So yeah, that's what we're rocking. You also have the added benefit too of the Fairy Feather, which will also boost Quick Attack too. So yeah, this is what I've got going on. We'll probably make some changes as we're going along here. Yeah, I think it'll be kind of fun. I think our typical leads that we're probably going to run with is like, we could go like Weavile, Banette. We can also do leads like Banette and Aerodactyl if we know that we're going to outspeed anything that's going on, because then we just hit that Tailwind and then we're essentially going to get like a free Poltergeist on something. Banette also has the nice little benefit of being a ghost, so we literally don't give a shit about fake out. We don't have to worry about it. And if we know that they're going to fake out onto our Aerodactyl, then we just go for something else, on there. So Weavile Banette sounds like a really strong core. It deals with a lot of stuff. And it's my hope anyway. So we're gonna take it in. I'm gonna do a couple custom games before we hop on ladder, just so I can get like some vibes on it and see what kind of feels good. We'll see. We're rooting for you. So I will say, I have a really good feeling about Poltergeist hits. Okay, so we're going up against a Trick Roomy team. That is a lot of fire. That is a lot of fire. We have 2 Levitators on their team. Who's their Trick Room user? I guess it's probably the not Bracian, Delphox. So it's like a drought team. Yeah, I mean, as much as this kind of feels like I'm supposed to bring in Garchomp, Rotom, Banette, Aerodactyl. Like if they hit us, if they lead with the drought, that's fine. Let's do this. Yeah, this is that's a lot of fire. They're on a 4-win streak with this. I'm excited to see what they've got. This seems like they're going to have some fun tech. Starting with the Incineroar and the Talonflame. I'm going to see a Fake Out likely going into our Rotom Wash. So I think what I'd like to do here is we definitely want to... I think we're going to go with the Scale Shot into the Talonflame. And then we'll just protect with Rotom here. Called it. Yep. Okay, so they're going Tailwind. Interesting. So we won't outspeed. Nice. That's a good chunk. So now we're pretty fast here. I think what I'll probably go for is a Protect with Garchomp. We probably want to start getting a Tailwind of our own going here. I think I'll fire off a Volt Switch. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. All right. Goes for the Parting Shot. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, good one. Would it say ranked at the top of casual at the start of the battle to denote which type you're doing? So if you see, easiest way to tell is if it's in this arena, this is the casual place. And if it's in like the big flashy one, that's the one. All right. So they're officially in Trick Room, which is bad for us. But I'm not confident that an Eruption kills. And also, wait, hold on. They're not in Trick Room. They're in Tailwind, which is not going to do anything for Torkoal. So I think we're just hitting the Earthquake. What do they got? Here comes the Incineroar. Oh, very nice. Okay, fair enough. I mean, this Earthquake's still going to do a grip. Wow, okay. All right, fair enough. Okay, they are like hella bulky. Very interesting. Okay, I mean, we've got the Parting Shot on us. They do have high defense, it's true. It's not gonna do too much, though. Yeah, everybody's beefy. So they still have like 2 turns, 1 turn of Trick Room left. So they could probably go Fake Out. I'm gonna hit the Earthquake again. If they go Fake Out onto the Rotom, that's not a big deal. I kind of want to swap, but like, yeah, onto the Rotom. That's fine. All Earthquake all day, buddy. Take that again. You're calling Chimecho a bad mecha? Mega? No. I think it's a really cool one. Ooh, going for the Weather Ball. I don't know, man. Yeah, we're still pretty beefy. We got the Citrus Berry Garchomp has also been like really tech too. I think might be time to do a swap here. They got no more Tailwind. I perceive a swap here. I'm going to see if I've got the read of a century here. They're going to swap Torkoal or like someone out. Damn, dude. Every time I've tried to Volt Switch, man. Every time I've tried to Volt Switch, they had the Protect read. No, I actually really want to try the Chimecho Soundproof team. It looks super cool. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Yeah. The Chimecho standing... Make a Chimecho standing beside a Mega Chimeko standing beside. Oh wow, yeah. Well, okay, that's enough. Standing beside a Komodo is super cool. Megas work the old way, right? They change in speed. The change in speed applies on the next turn. No, I believe it's instant. Okay, so this will probably be their Mega. They're gonna go for the. My guess is this is gonna be Mega Evolve into Heat Wave. So it's probably time to just sack my Garchomp, maybe. Yeah, Mega Delphox has Levitate. So actually, instead, we'll just do a Stomping Tantrum here. And I think I'll just go Volt Switch, because we need to get this Parting Shot off of the Rotom. Okay, here comes... Oh, this is the Talonflame swap. Good call, good call. I like that read. This will probably be a Heat Wave. I lost a match when my Pokemon should have been faster. Are you sure they weren't rocking like Jolly or a Choice Scarf or something like that on the thing that outsped you? That gets me constantly. Okay, so this is kind of good, actually. I mean, the Talonflame is incredibly annoying. But this way, we've still got our Rotom in the back here. We're going to go Aerodactyl, and we'll bring out the Banette. Yeah, it's with closed sheets, it's always really tough here. This is actually, I mean, I could just bring Rotom back out, which is very funny. But I think we're going to go like this. We'll bring out you. Because here's the thing. If they decide that they're going to go for Tailwind into a... Tailwind into Heat Wave or something like that, we're just going to Sucker Punch this Delphox and they're dead. This is also a pretty good team to Rock Slide. Dude, Mega Delphox is sick. I'm so sad that it has Levitate. I mean, Levitate's really cool, but this Pokemon would have been so sick in an Expanding Force team. Oh, okay. Good read. Good read. Yep. They're going for that Heat Wave. They're going for that Heat Wave. Big Sucker Punch incoming. Big Sucker Punch incoming. We're going to knock him off the broom here. Bam! Get out of here. Dude, Mega Banette. 160 base stat attack, dude. Yeah, this doll doesn't mess around. And now we're in Tailwind, which is huge. I think what we can do... So if they get Tailwind off, that's fine, because we can Encore this Talonflame into it. I think what they're probably going to do is go for Protect here. So I'll fire this into Torkoal, acknowledging that they're probably going to Protect. But we can just hit the Rock Slide here. And I'm pretty sure Talonflame... Oh, okay, they didn't go for Protect. That's wild. All right. I saw a gimmick team using gravity to make Mega Delphox an Expanding Force user. Yeah, that is probably the way you'd have to go with it. I mean, Levitate's sick, right? Because you can put it beside a Garchomp and be fine, right? Like, I won't discredit the fact that it gets an immunity to one of its weaknesses. Well, look at that, team. In fact, Nicole, we are winning. We just won our first. We just had our first game. We're 1-1. This team's perfect. Good job, old man. Thank you, thank you. I'm a giddy old man. Yeah, the Sucker Punch read, I think, is going to get a lot of people if we were able to do it correctly. And, like, again, Sucker Punch is also really sick because it enables you... If you Sucker Punch and they're like, haha, I read that, I used a Protect or a or a setup move, then you just get to prankster encore them and stick them into it, which is like also pretty good. Okay, what do we got here? We got so the King's Gambit is always a real scary one, which is why we have a Garchomp on here. I think I mean, whenever I see Echo the Dolphin over there, you know that they're probably going to lead with it and flip turn.
Oh, it's Arcanine!
Oh, it is an Arcanine on their team. They've got a Sneasler. I'm thinking we do Weavile, because that's going to deal with the Frostlass and the Sinistcha and their Sneasler. We bring an Aerodactyl so we can get some Tailwind action going, because they don't really look like they have speed control on their team, besides like Frostlass maybe has Icy Wind or something. And then we could probably go Mega Bannet. But it's like a little bit of a problem with King Gambit, but I think that's okay. It's pretty decent for the rest of their team. And Garchomp. I think that's our squad. Out of curiosity, what seems like a good counter to Sneasler and Weavile? Asking for a friend. So if you're doing the fake out wars, the top of the ladder, if you're specifically wanting to deal with fake out, is actually Talonflame, because Talonflame learns Upper Hand, which stops it stops the priority move of fake out. It goes before fake out, but it only works if they're using a priority move. So you can Upper Hand something to stop it, and then you're also a flying type, so you can just sort of annihilate it. Shockingly, also. The Giraffe, for a Giraffe, very, very good against, hold on here. I think we gotta go like this. This is kind of a tough lead for me. I think we do just want to set up Tailwind. But yeah, you can deal with, Sneasler like through that way with Farigiraf. Farigiraf with Twin Beam just annihilates it, and it usually will live a close combat, so. Goes for the Rock Slide. Weavile avoids it. Huge. Huge right there. Yeah, Upper Hand will also destroy them. Okay, so we've got our Tailwind up. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe we just sack here. I think we're gonna see the Rock Slide come out of Arcanine, so instead of losing our Weavile Sash here, I'm gonna send you out, and then we'll just drop this Rock Slide here. I think Aerodactyl is probably just gonna die, and that's fine. Is this the first purpose-built official Pokemon battler? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so they went for the Sucker Punch. That is what we were worried about, but that's okay. He had the read. Oh, bro. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, that's a sadness. But got the sash and the glasses. Sure. Okay, so this is going to be a... Let's go like this. Stomping Tantrum onto Arcanine. I think I'll try and lock them into Sucker Punch. Goes for the Protect, sure. Double Protect! Okay, they're doing some scouting here. Fair enough. But now, Their one of their Pokemon will be stuck. So we can try and make a guess here. On what they're gonna try and do. I think a sick plan might be... Maybe we just run it back. Because if they're swapping, you know? Okay. There's the Sneasler. Sure. Eat our berry. Hi, my love. This will murder them because our attack failed last turn. It's the game Ben's been saying they should make for like 6 years. Yeah, and you know, I'm glad they finally listened to me. Okay, so we kind of laugh in the face of Sneasler with the with our good poltergeist friend here. We don't have Tailwind anymore, which is kind of sad. So we're not going to outspeed this Frostlass. What we could go for... They're probably going to fake out Garchomp. So I'm going to hit the Protect. And we're going to go Sucker Punch onto Frostlass. I think they're just going to be Mega Evolving and trying to fire off a Blizzard. Let's see, let's see. Give me that juice. Yeah, baby! Wow, didn't kill. Still pretty crazy, though. Still pretty good. Yeah. Oh, they went for the Dire Claw. Wow. Okay. Well read. Okay. Okay. So what do we do here? There's the chance that they're just going to go for a... I think they're going to just try and kill Banette. So I'm gonna try and go Scale Shot onto the Frostlass, and we're gonna fire it off. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see who can grab. Okay, that's fine. Best case scenario, we take out the Sneasler here. Yes, sir. Farewell. Dude, Mega Vanette's kind of sick. I'm just saying. All right, so we're down to 2 apiece here. And right, it's the Gambit in the back, which kind of honks. So our best bet here is we hit the Stomping Tantrum into the Frostlass, and we hit the Fake Out into the Gambit. And we're sashed on our Weavile, so we can kind of get away with Moida here. Ah, they do outspeed. All right, well... I think if we had gotten the Scale Shot off earlier, we would have been fine. I was wondering if... I was hoping, I guess, because they were a beefier Frostlass, that we were just going to be able to... they probably go for Protect here. Probably... In retrospect, I should have knocked off the Frostlass. Because I think there's a world where the King Gambit tries to, like, take out the Weavile, and we just live with the Sash. You know... Okay. All right, never mind. It is a max speed. It is potentially a jolly Frostlass. I don't think I could have predicted that in a million years. I feel like most people have been going really beefy on their Frostlasses. Max speed jolly Frostlass was not on my card. You know what? Pretty good. That was a meta team right there. I think there was a couple of changes I should have made, but interesting. I always liked Mega Bennett's design on the server. It's a Ghost Dark type, so it gets Sab Sucker Punch. Whoa. All right, we'll do one more warm up here, and then we'll take her to the ladder. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know if there's any actual changes that I would make so far. I've been pretty happy with our squad. Alrighty, what do we got here? Yes, everybody's fave. Oh, okay, they get a little bit of originality for Echo the Dolphin down there. This screams like, I'm thinking this is like Garchomp, Venusaur, or like, this could be like a Garchomp. I think they're gonna bring Garchomp, Incineroar, Venusaur, Charizard. Our team is pretty attack heavy. This is definitely a Rotom Wash game. I think I'm gonna go Rotom, Aerodactyl, Garchomp. I mean, there's a world where they just try and go for the big lead. In which case we could just like, no, I think this is fine. I'm not really afraid of a heat wave into Garchomp and Aerodactyl. This seems like the basic Drought Charizard team with a Dolphin, pretty much. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. All right. Okay, they were like, nothing gets to attack this round. Holy shit. Yeah, nobody's attacking. We're just, I mean, they might just be able to like do the Insano read here and they just get a free hot swap, but like I think maybe there's a world where they just put their Incineroar back, like they were just doing this for the Intimidate proc, but I think there's no universe where I'm not just double protecting in the face of team fake out over here. Yeah, there's one. There's two. I'm like, yeah, dude, obviously. So there is a universe where this is a jolly. I feel like not a lot of them have been going Choice Scarf. I kind of want to break the Scarf on this Sneasler. I'm just going to hit it with the Will-O-the-Wisp. And then, yeah, sure. We have it. Go with the Tailwind here. Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy to burn whatever you're sending out. Well, I can't burn that, so never mind. Oh. I mean, all right. That's fair, I guess. This is interesting. Well, we definitely, the question is if we outspeed the Venusaur, which is probably it under Chlorophyll. I don't know. But I think we just go. Maybe I'm supposed to dual wing beat here. This might be like a protect Charizard sitch. If I was them, I would protect Charizard. So maybe I was just supposed to dual wing beat into the Venusaur. Yep, so Chlorophyll is going to kick in. Yeah, fuck. Well, it's all right because we're going to get a flinch off the Rock Slide. Check it. I've never been more right in my life. Damn. Well, sleep powder's annoying. Oh, right! I forgot, we're lumberied! I'm a fucking genius. I'm the smartest man alive. I forgot that we were rocking Lumberry. Well. Now what are we doing here? I think I'm still gonna go for the Volt Switch Rock Slide. Sure. Okay, okay, that's fine. Sure. This makes my dual wing beat a little awkward, but that's still okay, I think. This Venusaur thick, dude. I mean, to be fair, most people just use Venusaur as a sleep powder machine, which 70 accuracy, by the way. So I think we just bring out the Chompinator here. You have one more turn of Tailwind? Yeah. And they have one more turn of Drought, or 3 more turns? We're probably gonna just get faked out here. Yep. I kept in because I was like, there's a world where we just got to get these we literally just have to try and get these sleep turns off. So Garchomp definitely lives like, okay, there could be a sleep powder coming on in. There's nothing that really stops that. Oh, I realized I didn't bring Banette. Whoops. Yeah. Well, okay, we get a dual wing beat. Or we get our Tailwind off, which is pretty big. Parting shot onto it? Sure. Who we got coming on back out? The Sneasler. Sure. I think that's fine still. I'm gonna hit the Earthquake button. Maybe we wake up and it's hilarious. I'm gonna protect. Hey, EK. Thank you, buddy. You're wonderful. Sleepy boy. Yeah. Close combat. Yeah. Read that. Okay. We're gonna wake up. I feel it in my bones. I should have went for the Rock Slide. I went for the dual wing beat because this kills Sneasler through Sash. We're like they're stalling us, but like it's still fine. Yeah, I should have went for the rock. That's okay. They got the weather back. That's okay. We're gonna see yet another sleep powder. Yes! Come on. Let me see it. Let me see it. Knock this Venusaur out. Oh! That's a heartbreaker. Well, we tried. Oh, that sucks. Dude, do we... I don't think we'll outspeed. I don't think we do. I mean, I'll just keep playing the game I've been playing. Yep. This rock slide's gonna hurt, brother. Ah. I tried to believe, you know? Yeah. Okay. All right, we're getting there. There goes our tailwind. They're gonna try and go for yet another solar beam, I think. We have no more of this. I gotta go for it. Oh, they missed! Fucking finally, dude. Okay, all right. The sleep monster is dead. Holy moly. All right, and we're still fine. This is still a game. This solar beam's gonna hurt, but we might survive. We're kind of bulky. Yeah, dude. Oh, they went Aerodactyl. That's wild to me. They were so sure they were getting this sleep off. That changed a lot because our Aerodactyl's gonna wake up this turn. They don't really have as much speed control. They're bringing in, yeah, the Intimidate. Sure, okay. So, I mean... I wonder if they've got these reads. We need to get this Aerodactyl out of here. I'm hoping that they're deciding to fake out the Garchomp and Solar Beam once again into... Yeah. And then fake it. And they're trying to Solar Beam into Aerodactyl, who will die. If we take a Solar Beam onto our Rotom, that's bad. But I'm pretty sure they're trying to just kill the Aerodactyl. Yep. That's all right. We got Tailwind. So now our Garchomp is back where it needs to be, and we threaten a lot of their teams. So they've got Sneasler in the back, which is probably what they're gonna send out. So we can Volt Switch and get our Weavile out. That should kill. And if they do decide they're going to do a little Swapperoo, I mean, we're just hitting Earthquake. Bad Megas and no Starmie? I think there's option. Oh, wow, they didn't swap. That's wild to me. Okay. 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 Yeah, no, I played with Starmie and she's on the list for sure. I really wanted to play with Mega Banette today. That's wow. Okay, so they've lived. That's less good. But if they are sending a Solar Beam into Rotom, we've got a Sash on Weavile here. I don't even think it one hits anyway, but like Weavile's pretty fragile. Yeah, that's fine. So now they've got Sneasler in the back. We fake out onto Sneasler. We send a scale shot up top onto the Charizard. And we're just chilling, dude. Like, the only way we lose this is if there's Sneasler's Choice Scarf, which I feel like nobody does ever anymore. But maybe they really felt like Sneasler needed to be fast. They also have no more Sun, which is huge, but I'm confident that this Charizard is dying this turn. Dude. Can I just say, I feel like I'm becoming a better Pokemon player. I feel so much smarter than I was, like, when this game first started coming out. Even if we lose this, I feel like I made a lot of really cool decisions. Okay, so yeah, Protect here makes sense. Because they know that their Sneasler's not going to win the fight there. But we still outspeed. Do we have a... I should have checked my Tailwind. We've got one more turn of Tailwind. So even... Yeah, there was no universe where this wasn't working. So I think I'm going to go knock off Earthquake. Oh, but Earthquake kills her Weavile, which feels really bad. But I mean, either way... No, we don't need to do Earthquake. Let's just Stomping Tantrum here. I don't need to get fancy. Sneasler's a fragile baby boy. Yeah, I've been playing a lot off camera. This has been kind of my for me game. I fell off a little bit. Yeah, so Weavile kills. There's a world where Sneasler might outspeed Garchomp. I don't think so in Tailwind. Yeah, we're fine. Dude! I'm feeling pretty strong. GG. I still need to grind doubles ranked. I made it to master in singles, but I'm only great ball in doubles. Doubles and singles are so different. I think I'm ultra ball in singles. I haven't been playing much of it. But I'm currently like Master Ball 3, I think, in doubles. And it's cool to see, like, you know, that it feels like the fruits of my labors are going in. Hard fought, but pretty clean win. I felt good about that. I feel like I was making the correct plays. We definitely got like a lucky roll here or there, but I mean, they were also getting quite lucky with their sleep powder rolls too. I was never a big doubles fan in the games, but in ranked, it's interesting. I just think that like I find there's a lot more interesting strategies that you can run in doubles, but there's a lot of really cool things in singles too. All right, well, shall we absolutely tank my rank right before the season ends? Let's give it a go. Yeah, there was not a single thing I feel like I would have changed there. Alrighty. Pretty okay. This one's kind of a fun one. Man, the Talonflame's kind of annoying. Talonflame really checks Weavile. I think that's why because Weavile's starting to get up in usage. So, the King Gambit is really annoying for Mega Bandit. I feel like that's like the one thing holding it back. But how do we deal with their Rotom Wash? I don't actually know. We don't have a lot of good answers to their Rotom Wash, honestly. It might just be to try and sort of outspeed them. I mean, they've got the Tailwind. I think we gotta go... Let's go Aerodactyl Weavile so we can at least compete with them in Tailwind. Do we bring our own Rotom here? You can take a Glamora. Yeah, I think it's this. I think we try and contest them in Tailwind. We still haven't brought out Sylveon. Sylveon, I like. I don't think it's great into this team. They've got like Glamora, they've got the King Gambit, so a little spooky. A couple people ask, I saw, is that Pokemon a washing machine? It's a Pokemon inhabiting a washing machine. Ooh, okay. Wow. So this is a really good lead. Because this is like Tailwind into Aurora Veil, which is spooky. This is a really fast lead from them. We could just like, what's worse? Just trying to think, like, am I actually faking out? You know what? You know what? Hold on. Maybe they get cocky with it. I'm gonna hit this Rock Slide. And if they upper hand Weavile? Okay, they went to Protect. Oh, man, I should have Tailwinded. Okay, maybe not, actually. I feel pretty good about this now. Ben, do you have a recommended source for looking up team builds, etc.? So, a really good site that's come up. I can't remember the name of it. Here, let me give it. Remind me after this fight is done, and I'll give you the hot deets. Okay, so they might try and just hit the Tailwind here. I want to do damage onto the Talonflame. So I think I'm just going to continue to Rock Slide here. I know we were trying to compete for that here. Is this a world where I swap? I feel like they're just going to Aurora Veil. Because Knockoff is not going to kill Ninetales. I'm just going to go like this. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe this is silliness. Let's see what they got. Sharp Beak. Oh! Okay. So I'm curious if they're just going to try and hit the Aurora Veil here. No, they went for the Blizzard. This is going to hurt, but it's not going to kill. Sometimes, you know. All right, so they got Tailwind, but they're down 2. So they had the Glamora in the back. I was correct not to bring Sylveon and the King Gambit. Yeah. Okay. So I think the best plan here is we're gonna Destiny Bond with our friend here. So I think what we want to do is I'm gonna protect Aerodactyl. And we're just gonna hit them. We're gonna hit the Destiny Bond. Yep, there's the Glamora. So we're gonna see probably some sort of big adaptability thing here. All right, let's see what they got. Oh, okay. Yes, this is what we wanted, baby. Yes, step into my web. Oh, man. All right. This rules. Okay, so now what I think we're gonna do is we're just gonna hit this Tailwind. We're gonna go into Fake Out. Even if they protect, we're fine. Sure, Spiky Shield, good call. We're gonna lose our Sash, which is unfortunate, but we get a Tailwind, so now our team outspeeds. Now we do have to be just a little bit careful here. Because the Glimmers are a little tanky. And they don't have to worry about hitting like these spread moves. I think... I really don't want to lose Weavile. I think they're just going to power gem the Aerodactyl or something, though. Oh, we hit those. Oh, wow. Wow, this thing is super fast. Holy moly. Okay. Okay. So no more snow. They have no more tailwind though, so we're just in the lead here. I feel as though... Does Stomping Tantrum make contact? Oh. Dude. Team kind of sick. Team kind of sick with it. Okay, real quick, before we keep going, because you were asking about it. I don't use this all the time, so I would say take it with, because, you know, it's basically like, this to me is the equivalent of like EDH rec, you know, for like Magic. Don't treat everything on here as gospel. So there is a website called PokeZone. Whoop. That started just about when, I mean, this has existed for a little bit, but they have a Pokemon Champions section now. So it's just called Pokemon-zone.com/champions. And this is where you can get like a lot of like tournament info. Yo, you got a new one, Farley. Thank you very much. Welcome back. You're now a cool little, I was thinking about doing the cha sound effect from the anime. Maybe I'll add that later. But thank you so much, Farley, with 101 months. Wait, 101 months. Thank you. Unlike these megas, a subscription to Bengineering is a great decision to make. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so you can like see what like some of the meta builds are for the Pokemon and whatnot. If there's something that you're like interested in trying, you know, you could be like, you know, I'm thinking about using Greninja. I want to use Mega Greninja. Then it'll say like, here are like some teams that people are rocking. The only thing is it doesn't, I believe, make a stipulation between if this is a singles team or a VGC team. So you're going to have to kind of look at it and go, oh, okay, I think I understand. This is kind of sick, by the way. Wait, hold on. Mega Greninja is not a very used. This team's kind of tight. Garchomp with Orthworm and Delphox. Yo, I'm kind of, I'm kind of into that. Earth Eater, Orthworm, or yeah, Levitate Delphox. That's kind of sick. So yeah, that's the site that I use that will give you like if you're looking for just a stepping off point, you're like, hey, what are some of the moves that people are using? You know. Clearly, we need a low chance against the French dub Starmie. Ooh, yeah. If you're unfamiliar, French dub Starmie makes noises of a mildly sexual nature. All right. Let's get all my VP and stuff. French dub Starmie's having a time, yeah. Okay, hey, real quick, before we keep on going, I'm gonna take a quick little bathroom break, and then we go. We're gonna keep on using Mega Banette. And you know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm feeling just so confident. Oh shoot, hold on. Oh no. Wait, one sec. See, now I'm gonna curse this shit. But just for people who want to come in and see. Oh no, God, my monitor. You know what? I'll do this after. I'm gonna put our record on stream, which sounds like a good idea. So, all right, I'll be right back. Don't go away. Plenty more Pokemans after this. Fucking. I had to go get a second keyboard. I have a two keyboard or a two computer setup, but usually I'm able to use one keyboard across the both of them, and unfortunately, that is not the case. I had to go grab a second wireless keyboard. Because this is where the stream stuff is coming from. Oh, there we go. No, wait, that's a mouse. Sure it's a mouse? No, it's not a mouse. Great, there we go. Great. Hey, we're 3-1 with Mega Bonnet, which is kind of wacky. That was not at all the record that I was thinking that we were gonna get so far. Which means I've now cursed it, and we're about to lose a bunch of games. But we take these things to BO5. At least. Alright. Shall we play more games, my friends? Alright. There we go. Okay. Oop. That's not where we want to be. Apparently I somehow went down in rating. Crazy. What's up? No way, really?
Oh yeah, he's just kinda, yeah.
Wow. Nicole was opening the door to the patio and a bug flew in, and I guess Gus instantly saw it, jumped up, and snatched it out of the air. All right, the old Zard team. This is about as bog standard as you can get these days. We got some Zard with the Venusaur. We got some Bastia Legion, Garchomp. What this looks like to me is Weavile can kill a lot of things, honestly. So looking like a good Weavile lead. We could try and compete with their Tailwind setup with Aerodactyl, use the Mega Bonnet in the back. And then Rotom checks like half their team. Annabelle will absolutely like punch the crap out of a Bastia Legion. We don't have a great answer to Sylveon, but we'll see. All right. Wait, is the sound doubled? Oops. How about now? Is that better? Sorry, y'all. Yep. Okay, so the old Whimsicott with Garchomp. Had a feeling about that one. So this is kind of like a dueling Tailwinds kind of sitch. If we don't fake out, they get the Tailwind first, which means their Garchomp will outspeed. But if we don't fake out, then we're probably just going to see like a... You know what? We're sashed. That's fine. We're sashed. We'll take an Earthquake or a Stomping Tantrum or whatever. Oh, goes for the Rock Slide. Sure. Please no flinch. Nice. All right. So now we're kind of in the driver's seat here. So the Prankster Tailwind would be big, but Weavile will still outspeed. So we can just go like that. Dual Wing Beat into the Whimsicott, I think. Yep. But Weavile will still outspeed Garchomp. Really? Oh, man. Okay, never mind. That's wild. Okay, whoops. You don't see the max speed Garchomps much these days. It must be Choice Scarfed. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it outsped Aerodactyl in Tailwind. Yeah, so this is Choice Scarfed. This is the Choice Scarfed Garchomp. Which ain't great. It ain't great. Was not expecting the Speedy Dragon. No, me neither. So we're probably going to see another Rock Slide. They're going to go for a Drought here. So we could do Will-o'-the-Wisp. Does that even matter? Let's try this. This guy might just be spamming Rock Slide. But we'll see. Yep. The Scarchomp is here to press Rock Slide. I mean, it has to, I guess, if it's choiced, right? I didn't want a Hydro Pump because the Drought was just going to make it not do much. They go for the Solar Beam. Well... yeah. My whole world was thrown off by this fast dragon. They're just max speed the whole way down. All right. Well, I think this one, yeah. Dude, the Choice Scarf Dragon. All right. Well, here's what we can do. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it might just be Jover. They still have a full-ass team. This one ain't looking too good. Should have focused on the Garchomp a little bit more, I guess. Yeah. That's all right. GG's, GG's. I wasn't expecting the scarf chomp. So what should I have done there? I guess there's a, I mean, if I suspected Scarf, what I probably should have done was just sent first turn, instead of fake outing their Tailwind, just sending a triple axle into the Garchomp, which would have killed. But yeah, unfortunately there was no roll. I guess what I could have done is like tried to preserve my Weavile so I could get another fake out onto it and then like try and kill it with something else. But yeah, just wasn't expecting the big fast dragon. All right, well, let's what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? Up against you know, just some fun friends. Got a lot of Prio on their team. Could be some whatchamacallit, not Destiny Bond. Parasong shenanigans over there on the guard or the Gengar side. We could try and have like dueling Weaviles. This could be a situation where we actually do lead with our friend Annabelle here. But what does that get me? Not a lot. I think let's do that. This actually seems like an okay team. A Bullet Punch feels pretty bad here. Still haven't really found a good situation where we can bring this Sylveon. All right, run her back, run her back. I'll update the score here. All right, yeah. Starting off with the double ghost here. Could just try and fire off a sucker punch into here. See what they do. Yeah, we don't need to use the Sylveon. They're just here for the emotional support. Okay. So they're not doing anything wild over there. Going for the Will-O-the-Wisp? Sure. That's annoying. Goes for the Trick. Yep. That's fine. I mean, we're fast as fuck now. Okay, so we have to swap here, obviously. I'm gonna encore this into continuing to burn things. And then we gotta make the swap, unfortunately. I think it's just fine. Oh, why am I encoring a... I'm such a dumbass. Well, he was going to do that anyway, it looks like. Why am I encoring a dark type? I'm so silly. And specifically Prankster encoring a dark type. That was a punt. Punt count. All right. Well... Sableye sucks. Hate it to death. I protect here. It's a shame about the burn. Goes for the light screen. All right, yeah. I think they're going to suspect me of going for another Sucker Punch. We're going to hit a Poltergeist into here. And a Volt Switch into whatever they're sending out. Nope. All right. Wow. That's wild. All right. Right side is we outspeed. Good. 50 off of that is huge. Wow. All right. Holy moly. Not a set I'm used to on Sableye. Well played. And we got no more Tailwind. Right, I should have been... Why is I not playing more around Tailwind? Okay, okay. I think this is a situation where they're gonna try and burn. They're gonna try and Prankster burn Garchomp, I think. So we're gonna go for the Choice Scarf to Rock Slide. They probably just swap out the Gengar here. Nope. All right. Yep. Called it. All right. Who's next? Who's next? We got some choice prio moves coming our direction here. I think we're just gonna see another burn here. A bullet punch would be pretty shitty. The Gengar was not the... Oh, right. What am I doing here? Well... no. It's going to be Mega Scissor, for sure. It is... No, right. It's after. Yeah, it's going to be a Mega Scissor here. And they're just going to start firing off bullet punches. Presumably, the first one's going to be going into our Aerodactyl here. Probably... I can't protect because we're Choice Scarfed, unfortunately. Yeah. Saw the Will-O-the-Wisp coming. Read that at least. Oh, no bullet punch. Oh, the 1 HP. Oh, dude. Well, we flinched him. That's huge. All right. It went poorly for the both of us here. So we could Will-O-the-Wisp there. If they don't bullet punch, we're still laughing here. So, okay, this is funny. Goes for the protect. Sure, good read. Yeah. Thought we were... Oh, they missed! Okay. Alright, okay, alright. We're both getting stuff here. This is kind of funny. We're not out of this yet. This Choice Scarf is doing the work for us right now, by the way. Thank you, Gengar. Yeah, and their light screen is gone. Huge. Our Rotom's now going to be able to do a bunch of stuff. All right, so we've got the Weavile here. I think in this situation, we're going to hit Protect. Now, unfortunately, we are Choice Scarfed. So maybe there's a world where they just try and double into the... No, I don't think so. I think I hit this, and yeah, I don't know. It is, we're still in a weird spot. Okay, they do go for the fake out. So we get to hit this Rock Slide, which if we flinched again, would be amazing. No way. Oh, we did it! Holy shit! Oh my God, Rock Slide is a dumb move. Wow, that was incredible. Well, okay. Dude, I wish we still had Banette. I'm so sad. Okay, I think our best plan here... Because I don't think there's literally anything that this Weavile can do to Aerodactyl. I mean, I guess it could triple axle. They go for the bullet punch finally. I don't know why they didn't earlier. Yeah, we were in a pretty good spot. I was like, maybe it's just not running bullet punch for some reason. All right, well, it's all you, big dog. Which their entire team does have a problem with this thing, but unfortunately, we just lose to triple axle. But maybe they miss, you know? It could happen. It could happen. They're gonna hit us with the bullet punch. Come on, one time. Here. Oh, they go for Icicle Crash. Okay, well, GG's. See, our opponent is a coward for not running triple axle, so there was no way we could have known. Honestly, really well done there. I was not respecting the Sableye, I think, as much as I should have. Yeah, I don't find a lot of Sableyes with foul play these days, so worked out really, really well. Sableye is definitely one of the boogeymen of the format, I think. You have a lot of situations where it just knows so much. It can do so much. All right, we got a Trick Room team. Ugh. So this is probably going to be like an Oranguru Blastoise lead. Or a Sinistra Blastoise lead. So we're kind of in a good situation to like Weavile Rotom. And I mean, do we try and play their game? I think they're gonna get a Trick Room off. But we also have the ability to Encore them into Trick Room, which is incredibly funny. But you know what? This seems like, if anything, maybe the game where we could bring in... They don't have a single dragon on their team. And Garchomp kind of wrecks a lot of them. Maybe it's just this. Haven't seen much Lopunny. Lopunny is really interesting because it's kind of like a supporting one too. But it also has Scrappy, which means you can just punch a ghost in the face, which is pretty sick. They're all shiny team over there. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, so this is, I mean, they don't have a, I mean, I guess Rainy Day could be coming out of Oranguru. It also ignores Intimidate, yeah. Which is, like, not a big deal for Oranguru, but, like, it's still, you know, relevant. Are you Zen headbutting with him? Ah, yes. I forgot. A lot of Blastoise leads are running Fake Out. Oh, right. They can't flinch. I'm a dumbass. Yeah. Yeah. Totally forgot they've got Inner Focus. Well, that ain't great. Forgot about that one. That's fine. I think we just hit Protect. Totally forgot about that. That's on me. The old misplays. All right. Going for the Psychic. Sure. Yeah. This will do a little bit, but I don't think it'll do much to Rotom. We got to preserve this Rotom a bit. This is great because it gives us the slow swap out. So now we get a free swap in here. And we probably just send in Annabelle. I think we can live one more. Well, we definitely can live one more Water Spout now. And we just Sucker Punch the Blastoise, maybe? Want to keep that Fake Out, I think. Dude, that defense is wild. Goes for the Instruct. Yeah. Well, this shouldn't do much. Yeah. But it does get to do it twice. Oh, and it was going for Aura Sphere. Oh, that's kind of sick. Alrighty. Fake out into Blastoise. Maybe we're just... No, you know... How much do they got left in Trick Room? 2 more turns? We can basically waste a turn here by encoring them into Instruct. Oh. Okay. That's really funny. Sure, yeah. And then it's one last turn of Trick Room. So we can protect and go for a Sucker Punch on Blastoise. I think when you Encore Instruct, it just picks someone randomly. Which makes it even spookier. But I don't actually know. That's a high level play there. This kills Blastoise. Beauty. So they're still stuck on Instruct for a bit, and they're out of Trick Room. So now we're kind of back in the driver's seat. Dude, look how good this Mega looks. Mega Bannet is like top tier. Okay, Lopunny's kind of sick. I don't know what I do to this thing. Because she can just punch the shit out of the ghost. I think we're going to try and take out a Rangaroo. I mean, we could go for the Destiny Bond. Let's give it a go. Let's see what they do. Okay, a Rangaroo is gone. We get Sylveon coming on out. Sure. That's going to knock off its Fairy Feather, probably. Yeah. Goes for the close combat on the... Okay, sure. Interesting. So, what are we doing here? We could just hit Protect. I don't know what this does. I think hitting Destiny Bond again here makes them think about life a little bit. Because then they're like, oh, I might be afraid to hit this. Oh, you can't double up on Destiny Bond. Well, okay. That's... Okay, I see. Or is it that it's just still in effect? I can't remember. That's all right. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's try this. I'm hoping it kills. I don't know. Let's try this. This might be dumb. Come on, one big one. Yeah, buddy. So what are they doing here? Close combat. Sure. Goodbye, Weavile. So now they're down to Lopunny and Oranguru. And we're down to... So we can't... we don't want an Earthquake. Because that would be bad. They have so many normal types on this team. I shouldn't have brought Banette. But, here's what we could do. Wait, does Destiny Bond... I need to reread Destiny Bond. Clearly. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage. I guess they're like 2 close combats down. Yeah, rough skin, baby. Goes for the psychic. So they're afraid to take down. They're trying to go for the tie, I feel like. So now we're kind of happy and laughing, I think. Yeah. All right. Wow. After how that game started, I didn't expect that W. I thought Destiny Bond was only for the turn it was used. Am I a fool? I just had the Destiny Bond status forever. The same turn or before the user's next action. It's until they act again. Right. But, oh, so because that's really interesting. So I think failed don't count. So what ended up happening was because my sucker punches were failing, it wasn't getting rid of the Destiny Bond. So you can set up Destiny Bond and then just sucker punch all day, I think. That's whack. I never thought of that interaction. That's actually wild. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna try and play around that more. Hold on. Let me do some Pokemon research here. So okay, hold on. Is Destiny... Here we go. Is Destiny Bond bugged or am I crazy? Sometimes I use Destiny Bond with Frostlass at the beginning of the battle as an insurance plan that if she gets KO'd from a single attack, she'll take something down with her. But in my most recent match, Dragonite defeated Frostlass while having Destiny Bond active, and even though she died... Oh, okay, this is the opposite. No. Okay, hold on. Let's here we go. Okay, so it also faints. I think we're just gonna have to continue this interaction and see how it goes. That's definitely something we should try playing around. Cool. Well, 4 and 3. That feels pretty good. I'm trying to think who, like, because I'd have to rebuild the team from scratch if we switch it up. We could try one more Pokemon if we wanted to, but okay. Look, everybody, it's the boogeyman, one of the boogeymen of the ladder. Arclodon with Sableye. So, Sylveon does kind of wreck here. Sylveon's pretty solid in this matchup. So maybe we do like... We could go like Weevil Sylveon. Yeah, this team is super spooky. Let's do Dactyl that. Annabelle will take out his Pathra. They have a lot of ways to set up Rain. Is it Rotom? But like, what are we... How am I dealing with this Arc? It's Garchomp, isn't it? God, this is kind of a game where I'm like medium on taking Annabelle, but like... It could be kind of fun. So I think we go like this. I'm probably supposed to bring Rotom here, but that's fine. I think I've been kind of medium on Will-O-the-Wisp. I'm wondering if I should just put Thunderbolt. We might just want T-Bolt on Rotom because we have no electric move that stays in. Oh, they're going with the Espathra start. Interesting. Okay. So they probably protect and like set up screens is my guess. So this is Tailwind and just go for a Hyper Voice. If they set up screens, you know, Sableye just goes, okay. So no protect. Okay, they're just setting up Espathra. Sure. Oh, it's gonna be pretty good for us. I mean, they're super specially tanky, so good call on their end. There's the speed boost. We're still gonna be faster. So we're probably gonna see like a dual screen situation here. I'm trying to think. Does Quick Attack beat out Prankster? Because Prankster's just +1 + screen. This might be silly, but I feel like they might try and dual screen here. Yeah. Yeah. I think that because I feel like they're gonna try and like dual screen or set up Rain. We gotta worry about his path right here. It is setting up. They go for a second Calm Mind. They probably end up trying to like protect or something next. Okay, they've got Rain now, sure. They might be faster now. I don't know. They're 2 up. I think we gotta go like this. Yeah, had a feeling. Who knows? Maybe we flinch this frog. Goes for the hypnosis. Whoa. All right, all right. Well, we'll see how this goes. Now they're definitely faster than us. So they're probably going to use a spread move here. They're definitely faster. I think we just have to go in on this thing. Ooh. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, okay. Who are we working with here? Is it Arc? It's Arc. This is over. What do I do here? What do I do? This is like an even more toxic version of the standard Protect the Archlodon team. So this thing is incredibly fat. I got an idea, team. I know what we do. I know what we do. Okay, our best plan here is... So it can only shoot one, and it's probably going to be shooting Aerodactyl. Yep. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, it's going for Sylveon. Okay. Well, now I've got Tailwind. She lived? With 3 times up Electro Shot in the rain? Damn. Okay, well. Yeah, I just... Tanky. That is the build I made for them, but holy. Alright. Oh, right. They still had Light Screen up there. Okay. I think it's time. So they're almost certainly gonna go for the Arc. So, or the Sylveon. So maybe we just do this. And if they are smart and decide to instead go into here, then I'm a silly goofs. Oh, Citrus is bad for me. God damn, dude. Oh, I fucked it. Yeah, I gotta surrender. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. I was like, surely they want to just kill Sylveon, but I guess they would have known. Oh well, that was a massive misplay on my end. We should have just hit Destiny Bond. Whoops. Champions update is next month. Yeah, I don't know. I think so. We get like another season of this, and then it's on to another one, which is silly in my opinion, but you know, is what it is. Trick Room Rain team here. This is a pretty spooky hard rain team. I mean, obviously we got Rotom Wash here. God, I'm so mad I didn't hit Destiny Bond, man. That was a massive goof on my part. So they probably just lead with the Giraffe, which actually means you're bad here. And the answer is Weavile. Because what do they bring? Fake out. It's Fake Out Blastoise. Right, Fake Out Blastoise to protect the Giraffe. So, yeah, we do this. Sure. Yeah, it's gonna be probably the giraffe and the Blastoise. Which means they're gonna try and set up Trick Room to start. Oh. Okay. Sure. Interesting. Not what I expected. Okay. Then let's just send it into here. Bright powder. Oh man. All right, no Trick Room for you, son. Wonder what the Araquanid is doing? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that could have been so bad for us. Yeah, I don't know what the Araquanid's doing. I'm gonna guess they're going after. They weren't gonna send like an Araquanid attack into the Rotom. Yep. So Araquanid is really cool because it's actually shockingly good into Charizard because Water Bubble, I think it's like halves the damage from fire attacks. It can learn Wide Guard, so it's really good against like the Heat Wave and like the Rock Slides that people are doing. It's super slow, and a Liquidation from this thing trucks. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for that Destiny Bond. I mean, they're probably gonna try and take out Weavile. Do I want the Fake Out more? Kinda. Let's just do this. Yeah, it's usually like Leech Life, Wide Guard, Protect, Liquidation, I think, on Araquanid. Haven't seen my Hisuian Goo in a hot minute. I wonder if this is like the physically bulky set or if they're just going to drop a Draco on me. Breaking Swipe. Okay, sure. We're going to take that attack down. Yeah, that's pretty good. Goes. Wow, okay. All right, well, sayonara. Bug Bite, yeah, I mean, it's a berry meta right now. Okay, so... What are we doing to this Scoodra? I think we have to burn it. But we'll see what their last Pokemon is. It's the toys. Okay. So this thing's got Fake Out for surezies. It's going to Fake Out Rotom. So we're just going to hit the Protect. They're probably going to go for a Breaking Swipe here, which feels kind of bad. But I feel like having one more Fake Out is probably really nice. I can't double Protect, unfortunately. So I think we're just going to have to... I think we're just going to have to send out Aerodactyl, eat a Breaking Swipe. Maybe set up like Tailwind or something. Although I don't know if I don't think we'd need Tailwind against them. Wow, no Fake Out. Okay, I guess that's why they didn't lead with it. I wonder if this is Choice Scarfed Goodra. That would be very funny. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the Volt Switch. Or do I want that? See, this is a situation where I really needed the T-Bolt. Because that's just gonna end up... I mean, we definitely need to hit Blastoise. This might actually be really shitty. I think I should have left my thing to die. But, you know, there's a situation here where we flinch, and it's actually amazing. Because, yeah, unfortunately, we just lose Weavile here to Breaking Swipe. Yeah, I think we just need to put T-Volt. Oh, they went Flash Cannon. Holy shit. That's pretty good for us. We got the flinch. So there is a universe where they protect Blastoise. I think I do this. I think this is bad. Never mind. This is a tough one. Yes. Okay. All right. This is good. This is good. Okay, so I think we just send this triple axle in. Pretty good. God, love you, Gudra. You're so big. Nice. Nice. So my guess is they are just going to Breaking Swipe here, and they're going to 2-for-1, which is kind of tight. If they decided to go for the Draco Meteor, then, you know, that's a better position for us. Shelter? Okay. Okay. Well, you know, I respect it. They're gonna try and live this shit out, which is fair. I think we just have to attack. We missed the first one. Oh, tragic. Can I get a flinch? Can a guy get a flinch out here? That sucks. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We're not out. We're not out. So we know they have Shelter, Breaking Swipe, Flash Cannon. Their last move might be Draco Meteor. I think we gotta go Will-O-the-Wisp. They might not have even brought, like, ostensibly could be Protect. It could be Protect, Shelter, Breaking Swipe, Flash Cannon. So this will at least guarantee our chunk. Then we gotta play the Nooch here. Breaking Swipe gets weaker. Muddy Water is their last one. Okay. Yeah, no body press. Well, I don't think they have anything that can kill us. So now we just play the waiting game, friends. Very strange set, yeah. Bright Powder and Muddy Water here, by the way. Bright Powder from on the Giraffe is bold. I would have. Yeah, let's go. Listen, all Gudras are good Gudras, you know. Okay, okay. I'm starting to think that, like, basically what you do with our Banette. I'll play one more game here. We'll make it a nice even 10. I think basically what you want to do is hit the Destiny Bond, which is basically protect. If they kill you, sick, you got a thing. If they don't, then you can, like, I think you can comfortably poltergeist after. Like, you don't have to worry about going for prio. Interesting team from our opponent here. We see that giraffe again, so they could do the giraffe Blastoise lead, which seems pretty good into our team still. So I think it's still doing the same sort of lead. I forgot to swap out T-Bolt. So silly. Garchomp is actually kind of stinky into their squad, so I think, like, we have this level of, like, speed control here. Wingbeat can take care of Meowscarada. I haven't seen a lot of Meowscaradas in double. Meowscarada is a big one in singles, I know. We get, like, a little walled by Clefable here. How's Fairy into their team? It's not bad, and their whole team is, like, special attackers. You know what? I'm bringing Vanille. She showed up, dude. In one game she's been in. Wait, is my... Hold on. Is my Sylveon male? I gotta fix this. Okay, alright. Interesting lead. Hold on. I gotta fix this here. Male. He. Thank you. What are we doing here? I think I'm just gonna burn the arch. Oh, interesting. There's the Farigiraf. Oh, very nice. That's a nice move. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna fucking hurt. Well played. I think we just lose here. Oh, Rotom, you're a god. That was a crit too? Rotom, you're a legend, dude. I like that play a lot. Well, this is kind of awkward. Oh, it always crits, right? That's what Flower Trick does. See, you can count on on one hand the amount of times I've fought Meowscarada. Sure. Guess I should have doubled up. Yeah. Yeah. Don't think a knockoff kills. They've probably Dark Berried too. Yeah, Colbur Berry. Very nice. So they're gonna get the Trick Room off here. Oh! Oh! Wow, I feel so much better about this now. My opponent's like trying to play next level games that I'm like not even like prepared to handle. Well, we outspeed like their whole squad. Weavile's still Sash, so like I'm happy to keep knockouting. But maybe... I mean, the Arc is here. We definitely want to try and conserve Rotom. I mean, Weavile kills. I mean, maybe they're just protecting? Nope. All right, goodbye, Giraffe. And so, like, if they're flash cannoning the Weavile, we're sashed and we're laughing. Yep, they're going for it. Still got my sash. We get a swap out here. I kind of want to predict that this was an imprison for a giraffe. That makes sense. Yeah. The old, no, you don't get to use Trick Room. But that's so strange considering their team. Like, Meowscarada's here, I guess, which is fast. But it's like they got the Arc, they got the Blastoise. Like, I guess it's like, it's more of like a pivot option. I could see Meowscarada rocking like a Prio move here. Maybe, you know what? Let's take a peek. Let's scout here. I don't do this a lot, and I think I should get better at it. Okay, so it was a U-turn. And a flash cannon. You got it. So we definitely live flash cannon. Wonder if we underspeed this or outspeed this. A hyper beam would just annihilate Arch. I think we can just probably just afford to go for this. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, you know what we could have tried to read that as was Choice Scarf, Meowscarada. That's fine. He did good, Weavile. Oh, the Delphox. Very cool. Okay, now they speed us there. Oh, it's not I just realized it's not Stamina Arc. It's Stalwart. Sucker Punch Delphox. God, do you think I can... This thing feels like it's fully attack statted out. I'm just wondering if we could quick attack the Arch. What do we have in the back? Rotom? I'm gonna detect here. Quick attack might do it? Yeah, maybe I should have. I think they might. Oh, they don't know yet. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes. I think they're gonna try and kill the Sylveon, but I don't think they're predicting the Sucker Punch at us on the Delphox. And if they protect, then, you know, groovy. Okay. All right. Good turn. We're going to encore the Delphox. And I think we got to go for it, team. Let's see. Oh! Good swap. Sure, fair enough, fair enough. Come on, baby. Oh. Well, you know. Worth a shot, worth a shot. It was incredibly close. Had to try, yeah. So what are we doing here? This is kind of tough. feels kind of awkward. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we win that if we had gotten the quick attack there. Oh, wow. Okay. Well. They doubled up. Ah, yeah, they got that. GG's, GG's. Oh, that's pretty sick, honestly. I want to make one last tweak here. I want to change this burn to T-Bolt. That was really close. I genuinely do think that if the quick attack there killed, we would have gotten there. So yeah, I think like Will-O-the-Wisp is kind of tight, but there are just so many rain teams here that like T-Bolt just, I think, feels worth it. Could you have guaranteed the arch alongside the quick attack? Yes. Yes. You know what? That was it, Claire. You're very correct. I think it was Sucker Punch, quick attack into that, knowing that they know that we have Sucker Punch, and there's no way in a million years are they attacking with Delphox. You are correct. That is what we should have done. Because when you see a Sucker Punch into Delphox, you're like, cool, I am out. So yes, you are 100% correct. That's what we should have done. Because then the quick attack would have, like, we would have definitely killed with Sucker Punch, and the quick attack would have went into the Meowscarada, which would have been huge. So, yep. That was a situation where I think we could have predicted our opponent a little bit better. But, yeah. Any other changes that I would make to this team? I mean, Weavile's felt decent. I don't know if there's really much else that I would do. We could, like, we lost a lot to, like, fast Garchomps. Kind of outguessing the speed was a little bit of a problem. Like, instead of Aerodactyl, which has been pretty helpful, we could be running Prankster Whimsicott. Which also, like, I mean, we'd have to do Prankster Whimsicott with, like, something else. I don't know what I would swap it to. Where's my Whimsicott? This is such a goofy build. This was from my round strats. So it's like we would have the like fake tears kind of sick on Whimsicott. Does Whimsicott gets like follow me, right? Do they have redirection? I don't think so. They have taunt, which is kind of neat. Like, there are worlds where we run, like, Spore variations. But I don't know. I think I like having the Aerodactyl for damage. I think Rock Slide's done work. I think this is honestly, like, a pretty solid team all around. Current roster until mid-June, yeah. So, but I think there's like a lot of different things you can do. There's a lot of Pokemon that I want to experiment with still for like upcoming seasons. Because I think that, like we talked at the beginning, the meta is like constantly shifting. I don't think I've seen anybody rock some Contrary Superior. Which could be very neat. I think Superior is like in an interesting speed tier that under Tailwind can do some real stuff, I think. I've seen a couple of people talk about like Belly Drum Slurpuff, which is very funny. Yeah, I think there's like a lot of weird. I really, honestly, more than new Pokemon, what I really want is more berry options or more item options. The berries that like will like either like confuse you if it's the wrong berry, or like the berries that will increase your like a stat in a pinch. I think those ones are really, really fun to work with. They open just like a lot of like the cheek pouches, the ripens, the harvests. I think there's a lot of Pokemon that have that haven't really gotten to be used a bunch. I've seen one Superior. I think all the Aerodactyls and Sneasels check it pretty hard. That's fair. Yeah, it's kind of just a lot of Pokemon don't get to shine because of just the state of the meta, and that's where it's sort of been, is like this constant loop of like, okay, well, we've got Sneasler. Oh, okay, well, Weavile checks Sneasler, and it's like, oh, okay, well, Talonflame checks both of them, and then you know, you keep doing a thing. It's like, oh, well, now we're at Talonflame, so now we've got these, you know, Rotom Washes that are gonna shoot a Talonflame. So it's a constant state of rock paper scissors, where it's like, I think you can pick just about any mon. In this case, we picked Banette, and like do fun things, and then you just get like a good core supporting squad with them. I don't think you can do anything with cast form, but you know, live your truth. Like, I think there's room for Mudsdale to do some kind of fun stuff too. Yeah, and I think there's another build of this, like I said, where you run skill swap as your ability, and then you could take something like you know what we could do? We could do like, what? Hold on. For one last battle today, because we've got a little bit of time. What does Medicham learn? Because Medicham's got Pure Power, which means we can make a Pure Power Banette. Is Dunsparce in this? No. It's only Max Evolved Pokemon, and I don't even think the Dunsparce is in this. I haven't gotten back into Pokemon battling since I accidentally left my DS in a rental in Guam while on deployment. Oh my gosh. I worked so hard on having perfect IV Mons, all that work gone. Well, the best part is iPodding. I know it's terrible. I'm so sorry. But this is the most accessible it's ever been. This Medicham is just some random thing I caught on a Nuzlocke, and now you can just take it in, give it the stats, and it becomes competitive. But I've been there. I left a Switch on an airplane before and someone stole it. So hold on. What if we like shifted the hyper focus to Final 14 and Warhammer? Ah, there you go. Yeah, that'll keep you busy. So what if, okay, hold on. Let me come with me on this journey for a sec. Fake out. Let's go. Fake out coaching. Detect. I need one more move here. That would be like a good... Taunt is not bad. Wait, boost the attack defense. Holy shit, I didn't realize it got acupressure. Wait a second. Wait a second. Holy fuck. Okay. So, hear me out. Skill swap on Banette, which skill swaps Prankster onto the Meditite. Then Banette gets Pure Power, so now it's got doubled attack, so it's base like 320 something. Now we've got Prankster on a mon with acupressure, and it can just sit there like supporting. And then we could do something like... We need like one more. We probably need like some sort of move, like actual damaging move. Or we could just go helping hand. Baton passes on this is also kind of tight. You could baton pass. Oh wait, did I see? Did you? Was instruct on here? No. Wait, is an instruct a normal move? No, it's not. I was wondering if there was like an after you or like something that we could do to give him more speed. Could give it just like vacuum wave. Quick guard also kind of tight. But I think like one damaging move. Like what about this? Acupressure. So I'm going to use the acupressure on the bayonet. And it's boosted with prankster. Or yeah. There's a world where maybe I'm supposed to just do coaching. Yeah, acupressure targets. But like we could low roll and get like special attack or something, which would be kind of stinky. Well, let's give it a go. So I think we need... I don't even think we need max speed, really. Do we need both quick guard and... Oh, I didn't mean... Wait, why did I do quick guard? I meant to do vacuum wave. Maybe we don't even need detect. I don't know like what else we're putting on there. $132 isn't quite enough speed to outspeed many things, unfortunately. Maybe instead of detect... Yeah. So if we go... HP... What are we more likely to be worried about? Probably special. And we make ourselves... Probably don't care about speed, so if we go down, maybe we could just go sassy. Funny? Yeah. So then the last thing that we'll need to do... Vacuum wave is special. That's why I didn't want to go down special attack. So this is dumb. So now I think we'll lose the Weavile because they fulfill, and then we can put a sash on the Metacham. They kind of fulfill the same role. And then like we dump Encore. Now I just want to see. I don't think we have any spread physical moves. No. Wait, did we not get skill swap? I thought it got skill swap. I did. Okay, cool. I was like, did I misread that? And then we lose Destiny Bond and grab something else. We could do like knockoff, lash out, throat chop. The biggest problem is we don't have speed. Maybe now that we're not running that, we got to run Protect or something. Could run Trailblaze. What are you trying to solve, Ben? I'm just trying to like, yeah. What do I not like running into? I guess it needs to be like, how does this thing beat a King Gambit? And the answer is it probably doesn't. Burns targets if their stats were boosted. I mean, this is probably enough. Let's do Burning Jealousy. Let's try it, you know? Why not? We're here for a good time. And then maybe we try and go as fast as possible. And go Adamant. Could also go Jolly. Sure, let's try Jolly. All right. Does this suck? Probably. Is it funny? Yes. The answer, honestly, might be coaching instead of acupressure. Then we're just guaranteed good stats. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Acupressure is super funny. But if we do this, I actually think what we could do is go coaching. And I actually don't even think we need to invest stats. Acupressure is much funnier. I agree. Because we could also get evasion. Let's try this first, just to see if it even does anything. Because then, like, what we could do is do speed up. And then just put points into a little bit of bulk here. Let's just try this. At minimum, this will be very funny. Banana Blocks, hello, friend. How are you? Yeah, what am I saying? We don't need to put any points into attack. Hold on, sorry. You know what, whatever. We'll keep the 2 points for now. We're about to get huge power. We didn't need a single point in there. We could just put it all in bulk. Okay, let's try it. Let's give it a go for our last game of the day. And see if we do something funny here. Alrighty. So they do have the Wii vial, and looks like they might be doing Trick Room stuff, which is kind of funny for us. think we'll just lead like this. And who do we want in the back? Aerodactyl's not bad. Like, we have tailwind strats too. Rotom's not bad. Sure. Time for Whimsy. It's kind of a stinky team for us to first go into because Oranguru plus Sneasler, or Oranguru plus Weavile means like they're definitely getting Trick Room off after I spent all this time making our dude, yeah. After all this time of making my dude Jolly. So, maybe I don't even need to do it this turn, you know? Wait a sec. Hold on. Maybe... Oh, Burning Jealousy's a spread move? Wait. This is a special move, isn't it? I'm so stupid. All right, well, never mind. I'll just try it. Yep. We foresaw that. Right side is if they're going for Trick Room, like now the Weavile, we're laughing at it. It's slow as hell. So we could just hit the... Yeah, why did I pick Burning Jealousy? Whoops. Does it matter? I don't know if it does. Let's just do this. It's probably sashed. So we'll just do this. Wow, Vacuum Wave did a little bit of a grip there. Rangaroo with the Shadow Ball. Nice, that's the bulk. So, if we think the Oranguru is going to hit us with the Shadow Ball again, we're going to hit him with the Sucker Punch, and that should OHKO. And then, I mean, Appleton is kind of a special attacker. But, I don't know. YOLO. Oh, it's also got Sucker Punch! Oh! Okay, huge. I can't believe that. That's so funny. All right, so there is a universe where it goes for Sucker Punch again. So maybe what we just do is now it might be time to give up on this strategy for a little bit. Bring out Aerodactyl. Sucker Punch is pretty good. So we lose huge power. We're back to Prankster, but I mean, we took out 2 Pokemon. Oh, it's Mega Extra Drill. Say goodbye to your protects. Okay, they didn't go for Sucker Punch. Wow, sick read. Well done. Fair enough, fair enough. Horn Drill? Oh, no. Okay, okay. I think we need a Tailwind here. Actually, we could go dual Wing Beat into Appleton with coaching. Oh, right, we're still in Trick Room. Whoops. That's unfortunate. Damn. Being down a couple of moves is... Okay, that's big for us, at least. Okay. I don't think this. Oh, because they tried to Sucker Punch us. That's funny. All right. Okay, okay, we're still here. All right, it's down to 2v2. Is there a world where I skill swap? Probably not. No, I don't think so. I think we just keep sucker punching. But, like, I don't know what we do to this Appleton. Okay, it's gonna keep doing it. Tight. And they miss! Holy, do we miss? No, we don't. Okay, all right, well. I can't believe this. And see, this is a situation where T-Bolt's actually actively harming me. We have nothing in the back, right? Yeah. So now we got to play the game. Do we think they sucker punch again? Or do we think they apple? I'm thinking they're gonna apple. I'm gonna take the guess. I think they're gonna acid spray. We just try and pump it all into them. Oh, that's tragic. We missed on the 90%. Well, we did have the chance, but we missed the 90%er. That's a shame. Ah, well. GG's. Paralysis proc? Yeah. Yeah, and then they've got the sucker punch. GG's, OP. That was really fun. 11:51. All right, we got more time. Hold on. Let me make one little adjustment, because that actually worked shockingly well. The only thing that we have to recognize, though, is if we do swap out and we lose huge power, we don't have the most attack in the world. Yeah, the T-Bolt Paralyze, I think, maybe could have gotten it there, but yeah, that's all right. That was actually, that for the first run of it, that worked shockingly well. let's get rid of Burning Jealousy. I'm a silly goofus. I thought it was a physical attack. And instead, I mean, Skitter Smack is decent, but like it doesn't actually really do anything for us. Lowering special attack actually is maybe worth. Gunk Shot lets us hit fairies. It's 80 accuracy. It might just be Gunk Shot. It's either Gunk Shot or Headbutt. We're living by the Gunk Shot. No one expects the Gunk Shot Banet. Also, let's just, like I said, let's just hit fairies. All right. Last game magic for reals. Let's see what we can do. I still think this is very funny. I wish we had like a spread, like a breaking swipe or something. All right. Well, if there was ever a team to try out something funky with, it's here. This is certainly a squad. Rotom is pretty good here. And then the last bit is... Is it Aerodactyl? I think so. I wonder if, you know, another Pokemon that we could take a look for the same strategy is Azumarill. Let's give this a go. Pure Power Sucker Punch might just be enough to kill most things. Yup. All right, so here's the game plan. Let's go like this. Maybe they just Heat Wave right away, but maybe they're afraid, you know? So let's try and stop the sleep here. They didn't go for Protect, so they're hitting us with the Heat Wave here. Maybe we're bulky enough? Hell yeah, brother. See, and this is where, like, a Mon that gets Redirection would be very helpful. Or even just to Protect here. I'm going to develop this strategy. I mean, there's a good chance Venusaur just goes ahead and, like... Oh, that didn't kill. Okay. Well, all right. That's not going to work then. Maybe we do need to invest in attack. Let's go meta champ. Yeah, we're dead now. All right. Yeah, GG's. Let's okay, that's something to consider. If we're going to Sucker Punch right away, that's kind of crazy to me that, like, huge power with 165 base doesn't one-shot a Charizard. Let me really quick for this last little bit take a look here. I'm gonna try and develop this. I really like Mega Bannet, and I think there's something funny here. I like the ability to fake out. I think that's actually super huge. Medicham would need to be faster than Bannet. Right, that's what's causing us the issue. Which is pretty easily doable. That's interesting that we lived... So, put this down in your notes. Maybe that's because it was a bulky Charizard. Maybe that's what it is. That we lived a drought heat wave on a non... I mean, we have HP, but like... Good to know. Good to know. Let me take a look at Azumarill real quick. You know me. I like my jank. So, like... Azumarill with Prankster could be really funny. Oh, do I not have an Azumarill? Oh, name Ascending? There we go. There you are. What do you learn, buddy? Yeah, so the coaching comes out before Sucker Punch. That's what we needed. I think we would have killed if we had had that. Okay, so... What do you learn here? Prankster belly drum would be very funny. Prankster sing. Pranks, and then we give it encore. It's got tickle, copycat. Okay, so it doesn't have fake out, which is kind of key, I think, to our game plan. Although you can't fake out Bannet. It doesn't really have... Azumarill doesn't really have the support that we're looking for. It's got a lot of really good attack moves. Aqua Ring kind of neat. But, like, it's mostly an attacker. Yeah, I think I just got the stats wrong on that one. I don't think there's any... I mean, there's a couple of really cool abilities that we could also look at, too. Giving things Prankster is very neat. Yeah, so maybe what we're actually supposed to do, train... And this might be overkill. So we're 5 points faster. And then maybe instead of Gunk Shot, we really do just grab Protect. What about Diggersby? Oh, you're speaking my language. What do you get, Diggersby? Sure, I'll recruit you permanently. Not a lot from the looks of it. Yeah, they're not very supporty. I think we found something good in Medicham. But I think maybe our team might have to swap around to, like, fix this. Like, does Medicham have... The last thing I could see, maybe, instead of Detect... is like... Like we can set up screens. Let's rock it one more time. I'm learning things. Now we know, especially, like I said, I think that single coaching would have actually made a huge difference there. Yo, thank you, Statist. I'm really proud that we did something kind of fun and unique. All right, we got another Charizard squad here. So we could probably just run this back. Oh. Okay, GG, opponent, you win. I just lose internet for some reason? Okay, you know what? I guess that's the internet telling me it's time to go. All right, never mind. I mean, I'm still live, so it must just be the connection. It looks like it was just a blip in my connection. All good. You know what? Sometimes you need something to shake your head and be like, you're done. You're done, Ben. It's okay. You're done. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning on in. This was a lot of fun. Maybe this is what I'm doing. Oh God, maybe this is what I do for a little bit. I like making goofy builds, and I'll work on this a little bit more and see if we can't bring it back. I was kind of considering, like, I'd like to make shorts about goofy team strats and stuff. So maybe this is how I facilitate that nonsense. Thank you, everybody. You're all amazing. Love you very, very much. I'm gonna go over to Nicole's mom's house. Because we're gonna go wish her some happy Mother's Day action.